Well, welcome viewers back to the Bowls New South Wales TAB Platinum Pennant action as we bring you our second live stream match tonight, a round 11 match between the East Maitland Griffins and the Warilla 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗨𝗠. Interesting matchup this one is. After seeing the previous matches, this match sort of comes down to be a bit of a knockout match, it does. And with me to the right, and I've already forgotten his name.
Nathan Mitchell.
Nathan Mitchell. I only asked him three times. Nathan, good season so far for Easties, I've got to say. We spoke about it last time you were on a live stream, the imports of Shannon McElroy and Ali Forsyth and what they brought to your side. This match now, after seeing previous results, somewhat of a knockout. How are the guys feeling?
We still feeling pretty good. Obviously, it's important, but we've got the belief, so we're just going to give it our best shot. Go out there, see how we go.
No, that's good to hear, mate. And we'd like to wish you all the best with that, and good luck tonight. Thank you very much, Nathan. And from Warilla, the well-known Lee Stinson. Lee, welcome, mate. Big match-up now tonight for you guys. As I said earlier, bit of a knockout match in a way. The winner will definitely go through the top five, and loser possibly drop out. How are you guys feeling with that?
Yeah, absolutely, Jace. Really looking forward to tonight. Obviously, results this afternoon, as you alluded to, have meant this potentially as a knockout game for either side. But we came into today knowing that we wanted to win to get ourselves into the top three for a double chance anyway. So nothing's changed in that regard. This is a game we've circled. We want to win this. Top three, double chance tomorrow throughout finals is the goal for us.
Yeah, excellent. And Warilla, well-known powerhouse, obviously. Got to be very confident. But you're coming up against a very, very classy and star-studded side in East, and they've had a really good season. So is that something you've spoken about?
Yeah, absolutely. The Griffins are one of the big improvers this year. Obviously, as you alluded to with Nathan, getting Ali and Shannon in, and Josh Walker-Davis as full-time player as well, has just really strengthened up that squad. So we know we're in for a tough test, but we've got the side to do it. We were fortunate enough to win on these rinks against 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗓 a few weeks ago in this competition, so hoping to put on that same performance again.
Excellent, Lee, and all the best tonight, and we're looking forward to a good match. Well, there you have it, viewers. We have Warilla 𝗟𝗡𝗪𝗓 up against the East Maitland Griffins. Should be a great match. Bit of a knockout, so stay tuned and get ready for the action. Well, here we go. And joining me tonight, again, in commentary, I'd welcome the infamous DJ 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡. Welcome, DJ.
Thanks, Jace. Good to be here, mate. What a first game we had there.
Oh, still coming down from it, actually. The results there have really made this match here interesting tonight now.
Both matches across the green, because, you know, Martin Lewis didn't pick up a point, so all of a sudden, Tarrant Point have really got a sniff.
𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡.
That is not DJ and Jason on the screen. That is the Warilla 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡 mascots. But yeah, I mean, it's just. But this here game here, effect. It's almost an elimination game now. This one. Now, Raymond, that's us considering Raymond Terrace to be heavy favourites over there against Tarrant Point, who are all but relegated. Now, Tarrant Point have a mathematical chance of staying up. Sorry.
As we check out our team list, that's okay, Deej. We just know where you're going. And on our live stream rink for Warilla 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗓, leading up, we have Jamie Mitchell, second, Lee Stinson, the third, Des Can, and skipper, does not need any introduction, Gary Kelly. And they're up against East Maitland Griffins. Lead is Daniel Hooker, second, Nathan Mitchell, third is Michael Abel, and the skipper, Ali Forsyth. What a match, Gary Kelly versus Ali Forsyth. On the other two rinks, and in the middle, leading up for Warilla, we have Travis Moran, second Kyle Johans, third Harley McDonald, and skipper Aaron Tees. And they're up against East Maitland team of lead Troy Burton, second Rod Darcy, third Hayden Boykowski, and skipper Shannon McElroy. Another cracker match, Aaron Tees versus Shannon McElroy. And the lucky last rink for Warilla, leading up Michael Anderson, second Craig Roberts, third Luke Jones, skipper Corey Wedlock. And they're up against East Maitland Griffins lead Barry Mungovan, second Ryan Steele, third Jake Lawton, and skipper Josh Walker-Davis. Well, what a team lineup list that is. And the last time they played, it was round 2, it was last year, and East were basically given a little bit of a hiding, they were, against Warilla.
At their home ground too.
Yeah, at their home ground. But, again, we will allude to the fact that squads have changed a lot from last year to this year. East currently sitting in 4th spot. They are. And they've had a very, very good season. So I think the last time they met will really come into account for tonight. But when we say it's an interesting matchup, Masterboard winner here guarantees their spot in the finals, while the loser is potentially a gone.
Anything from a 10-0 or a 9-1 eliminates the opposition. An 8-2 either way, both teams stay in at the expense of Engadine. So they do. But at the same time, Raymond Terrace, like I was saying beforehand, heavy favourites against Tarrant Point, but Tarrant Point have a mathematical chance of staying up if they can get a 10-0 win over there, but still rely on a result from another game.
See that ladder updated. We'll bring it up a bit later, but at the moment, as I said, Marylands are on top. Second now, 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗓, they're pushing the second after their win on 73 points. Engadine, after their 10-0 win, are 68.5 points in third. These two teams both sitting on 67 points.
Yes.
They are.
69.
Raymond Terrace on 66 in 6th spot. They are.
Yes.
So
69 is the magic number because Engadine have got 68.5.
in essence, Raymond Terrace really need to win their match as well.
Yes, they do. They do.
Against Tarrant Point.
Yeah.
Look at form, you would you favour the Raymond
Oh,
Terrace.
heavily. They're heavy favourites,
They
but it wouldn't be unlike a minnow to get up.
That's why we sort of allude to the fact that this match is somewhat of a knockout match, and that's, I think, the attitude that both of these teams will be taking into this match tonight.
Absolutely. Mate,
And
that first game we had too, I hope this lives up to it as well.
And then obviously as the match progresses and depending on rink scores and masterboard scores, other scenarios can come up, and we'll keep you up to date with that. I'm sure DJ will. He's usually all over all that information and stats.
Good assistant.
Brilliant assistant. About to be promoted to a lead, I think.
No, there's not enough room in the budget, mate.
I'm sitting behind this screen and watching and calling the action, but hate getting in front of that camera, I've got to say.
It's brilliant being here. It's just brilliant being here. So it is.
Meanwhile, down on the undercover green, we have two matches taking place as well. We've got Wenny Leagues. They're up against the 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗡 Koalas. With tonight's that result of Mount Lewis, 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗡 are also safe. They're not going to go up. They're not going to make finals, but they also can't drop out, I believe.
Yes, after that result this morning.
That's right.
Or this afternoon, yes, that'd be right.
And Belrose, however, they only need to secure half a point, and they will call themselves safe as well.
Yes.
So still plenty, and they're up against St John's Park Saints down there tonight. So,
like I said, 8-2 this game secures both teams.
It does.
So it does. So 8-2 here, and a Raymond Terrace win next door. Engadine miss. I don't know what 1.5 does on shots. We'd have to check that. But yeah, it's all to play for as the players finish their roll-up end, trial end.
Trial end.
Sorry, I
got in trouble off of some
Shippey.
viewers. No, a couple of viewers. Darragh Halligan and Billy Moore didn't like it too much.
Yeah, no, well, it is technically right. I mean, it's the terminology.
Exactly right.
Our terminology at times, as you know, can be a bit lax. It's a pretty laid-back sport, but yeah, I suppose realistically, the roll-up is the half hour before, and the trial ends are the 2 games before.
That is correct.
So, yeah, it's just a terminology thing, man.
Most definitely it is, and something we need to get onto.
Yeah.
Be a bit more professional about too.
Well,
we are human.
50% of us need to, yes.
All right, and then we see the live ladder there at the moment brought up for you. So, as we alluded to there before, Marylands have secured top spot. 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗓 have also secured their spot in the top 5, and probably looking at that top 3 as a matter of fact. But can still drop to 4th based on some other results. So this is the match we're talking about. 4th and 5th, Warilla and East Maitland. 1.5 points off of Engadine. That's what DJ was saying. An 8-2 result secures both teams through into the top 5, and then it will come down to the Raymond Terrace match, who are up against the bottom place Tarrant Point Scorchers. Tarrant Point got plenty to play for too. They get a 10-0 win here tonight. opportunity of getting out of that relegation zone, but they do need to rely on that result of Belrose losing 10-0.
And by margin as well, by the looks of that too. So
you would imagine 10-0 falling in their favour and 10-0 against Belrose. The margin had nearly sorted itself out.
Bit of quick math too, because there is the outside chance of an 8.5, 1.5 in this game. So 8.5, 1.5 in favour of East Maitland. Both teams go through.
Okay, based on margin.
8.5, 1.5 in Warilla's favour, and East Maitland will miss out.
Okay.
So they will. So East Maitland's target is a minimum 2 rinks up, but ideally the win.
Yep.
So it'd be interesting. It'd be lovely to talk to a few of the players about their mindset and what they were talking about in the huddle. I had a really good chat with 𝗟𝗓𝗡 on the TV. I will plug the podcast again. What a load of balls. We had 2 weeks in a row there of 𝗟𝗓𝗡 interview, mate. Just talking to Ali even off the air, but just the mindset of him. He's made a massive difference to this Griffins team. And we get to see it firsthand tonight. You'll see his intensity. We won't be scared to get up the boys if they're not quite performing where they need to. And we'll certainly back them up as well if they are going well. So, and Gary Kelly's not shy on the green either, mate. We know what Gaz is like. He was very fortunate to grow up playing with me, so he's learnt a lot.
You see the opening bowl of the first end. A pretty good start there by Jamie Mitchell. Finishing that 2 foot behind early on, so it's a match where I think you're going to see their players giving their bowls chances.
Yep.
They know they need basically the win to secure their spot. Nothing for short tonight. I guess that would have been discussed in the huddles. Everyone give your bowls a chance.
Yep. Look at this from Jamie Mitchell.
Just like this, look at that. Short ball in there. It's probably a good 4 foot out. Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Lee Stinson now, playing second.
I've been looking forward to this.
Well,
Lee Stinson.
what a great opening
shot,
bowl.
Lee Stinson.
Yep.
And a couple of beverages he had earlier have obviously settled the nerve, Jace.
Did see him with a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Return fire. Looks like weight looks good here.
Yep.
Just got it well.
Get the gap and back up the jacks.
Unfortunate there, back cutting the jack, so it's fallen in favour there for Warilla. Gary's wanting Lee to play a little bit of a positional bowl here. Not to get anywhere near the jack, but I'm just behind and out to this right-hand side.
Good shot there from Nathan Mitchell. There's Khan. Very well known up in Queensland.
Sure he is.
First time I get a look at him myself.
He was known as 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡 Jr., isn't there two?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Won state singles a couple of years ago, possibly.
Yeah. So obviously, being in New South Wales, he's got rid of the junior bit. So
Yeah,
it's probably
maybe,
just because he's
maybe.
in Queensland, they added the junior.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure if it is, we'll get corrected on the comments, mate.
that's why we throw it out there to engage the viewers.
Exactly. There's a few in the previous one like to try and correct us a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, keep the comments coming in, folks. I will disclaimer, we won't be talking about any of the negative comments that you do put up there, but any of the positive ones we will give you a plug and a mention. We do like mingling with the comments and interacting. It's good for the sport. Pretty unique thing that we can do that, so keep the comments coming.
It's just slid down and around, so finishing a pretty good home. It's only, might only be the one to Warilla now.
Yeah, it's close, isn't it?
Wider line than previous Des is here. Just got to have the run now. Oh, that's a mighty fine bowl. Just like our previous match early on, there's pretty good loud talk out there. Teams are up for this. This one just misses. He does. Well, let's just chip that other Warilla bowl across now. Some good pictures here. Big shout out to the Spacequake crew and the job that they do with their cameras and production. It's really good quality. See some different angles. Player delivery. Some of our live streaming equipment doesn't allow these quick change between the. It's really, really good to see. Gary Kelly now. Looking to try and get a bit of position in there behind, and it's because there's a little bit of a nest of East Maitland bowls all the way back there. They got the two best back, they did. When you're playing 𝗟𝗡𝗨𝗡𝗗, you do need some cover at the back. He is a very aggressive player.
Yep.
As all players are, but 𝗟𝗡𝗨𝗡𝗃 in particular is
one of the best runners around.
Yep.
Just going to go underneath with this one.
Straight away, Ali's playing that positive weight. He's definitely two down there.
Yep.
So again, just looking to play a bit of cover. That nest out this side. See on the left-hand side. And the bottom of screen here, that's all a big bunch of East Maitland bowls there, so that's where Gary's been called to put one just to stop that potential of big numbers. Pretty good view of what Ali's looking at there. Just got to hold up here now. Last time he just slid under.
Just going to go again, is he?
Yeah,
got a piece.
Oh, he got a piece. What's that done?
There's still two at least.
Oh. Definitely see that on the replay. I wonder if it's turned it into three. He actually backed the weight off too there, DJ, he did. From his previous. So.
He did.
Yep, 3 shots it is indicated there, so what a great opening end for Warilla.
A couple of comments starting to come in now, mate. Warren Tony, very interested in this game, former East Maitland Griffin. So he is, right the double way.
Warren Tony, I know, was really well.
And Mark Unicum, big fan of bowls. State senior fours winner this year. So he was.
From which club?
Club Maitland City.
Sliding through a bit.
Sliding through a bit.
It's okay though.
It's always good behind the head. Noticing both leads like the last game playing opposite sides at this stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing happened with Jamie Lee and Sam in the last one. Same thing for these two.
Of the lead is to just draw them close into the head as possible, and you just want to take that clearer path at all times, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't want to, as a lead, have have to try and navigate around bowls too much. Try and take the clearest path to where you want to end up. Both play on the one hand, you're starting to navigate each other's bowls, and things can get a little bit ugly at times.
Yes.
Okay.
Just like your pre-game interviews.
I was waiting for it, and that's fine. It's
No, it's
Lee
not.
Stinson, come on down.
I've just been sacked. Great away from Lee.
Yeah, it's
Just stuck it underneath. Be interesting to see how that hand plays now. I mean, that was the one that was holding a bit earlier in the earlier game, wasn't it?
was too.
I'd say from watching the balls come down to it, has slowed a little. Not a lot, but just enough that didn't notice it.
Oh, did he get all the way back here? He
Good shot
does.
from
Whoa,
Just
he's
gone
gone.
through the gap. Did that last end as well. Just getting some reviews from previous performance on the commentary. Positive review. Thank you, 𝗟𝗓𝗘𝗧𝗜𝗡.
Look at this. Bowls New South Wales staff serving us up drinks. 𝗣𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗓 doing a great job.
He's got to walk back down there for the rest of it.
Thank you very much. Probably enjoying the break from commentary. He had a bit of a big stint himself recently with the senior in a region. And
Yeah, lonely job doing it too when you're doing it by yourself. So it is, but
it would be hard, wouldn't it?
It would.
I've never done it by myself, and I don't think I'd ever like to.
no. I'm just happy you chip in on this one every now and again, mate. See, it's really 𝗣𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏 on the backhand. There, it's just still sitting out over that blue line, mate, just like the earlier game for those that weren't watching. A few Griffins fans coming in on the comments. Very, very tense start, isn't it? Because I think everyone realises and settling into what's actually up for grabs here now. Like, both teams have had a stellar season and realising how a loss could be enough to eliminate them now.
But again, it's down to the fact that it's probably one of the best competitions in our sport at the moment, the Platinum Pennant competition.
It is. It's been great. The second year of it.
Yep.
You know, like we said in the earlier commentary, I mean, I thought the conclusion to the first year, what Warilla and 𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗡𝗏 did on that carpet at Warilla to just give just a great advert for the game, but this round 11 is just shaped up perfectly, so it is for them. Every game pretty much matters. There's only, I think, a couple of teams that couldn't actually do something. That was St John's and -- I think couldn't go up, couldn't go down.
Yep.
Carlingford now, they can't go down after results from this morning, but you know, the split in the round 2 worked out really good. So it did.
Yeah.
It's worked out really good. Now everyone playing now knows what they need to do. They're not trying to follow a game 2 greens away. So
No,
just
exactly
let them
right.
dial in now and realise, Raymond Terrace and the rink on the 3 rinks next door, they need to get a win against Tarrant Point to stay to get back into the 5. Actually, they're the team that are out at the moment.
Oh, they are, and they've got a chance at top 3.
You still got a chance at top 3 to play for, and then these 2 teams are the same. But big thing for the loser is if they don't get 2 rinks, they could be gone. Forsyth on his backhand.
He's wanting that to push.
This isn't shaping up too good.
It's not.
Gary a chance just to turn the screw a little bit here on Ali.
Definitely got a chance of putting some number pressure on him early. He's already picked up a 3, and he's
doesn't want to drop that. He wanted to get inside that, but yeah, that hand's still holding, not holding more than previous.
sitting simply 3 there for Warilla right now too.
At least, but yeah, Ali wants to add 5 feet, I think, on this. Line's okay.
It's down to his run.
Still on the run.
He get up enough? Does he get up enough? Yes,
Ali
he does.
Forsyth, ladies and gentlemen.
All the way up for shot. Big telling bowl early in the game.
Very good. Good leading from Ali.
It's just the class of this bloke and what he brings to this whole squad.
Yeah,
There we go.
Just said the next door is 5 down. So.
It's actually 5 down there. That's massive already.
He won't be letting that happen too often. He'll be letting the boys know about it. But
yeah.
Man, another display of talent here tonight. Like I said to you in the earlier one, I thought you might have stolen my line, but 6 skippers here tonight, 5 world champions, and the one that isn't a world champion, Josh Walker-Davis, was Australia's #1 bowler last year on the rankings.
I'm not going to steal your thunder, DJ.
Not a bad, yeah.
It's not what I'm about, mate. Happy to leave that sort of stuff to you.
Yeah. Shout out to Trevor Solomons, who just commented, mate. He's on our grade 4 side that'll be heading to Wagga. So he will. The state pennant final soon.
The team's going all over the state for that, Maitland City do, as we see this opening bowl here.
Wagga for grade 4, Yamba for grade 3, Edelong for grade 1. Grade 5 just missed out coming down to this neck of the woods by a shot. Grade 7 came runner up, otherwise they were going to North Haven. The budget's been blown out this year, that's for sure.
So just make sure it's nice and big when the 3s come to Yamba, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, on the mat now, Daniel Hooker, lead for East Maitland.
Another East fan on there, Corey Heyman. Sitting at home on the recliner having a drink or two, he says.
I expect some numbers to be good at this time slot, DJ. It's a good time slot to be sitting back watching bowls.
950 already, man.
There we go, Jamie Mitchell.
And once these people start spreading the word that we're on here, and we'll get up there. I think I've seen 1800 at peak last time.
I think the Newcastle Hunter area may shut YouTube down tonight, getting on wanting to listen to TJ.
They're only human.
Pretty simple action there.
Yes, yeah.
Good view of that action. Pretty good, solid delivery. Rising up. He is. It's a very, very good bowl. I said earlier, we see Lee Stinson jumping on the mat. We see he's got a slightly different coloured jacket or
Hoodie, yep.
hoodie. And he said, well, this is the away strip. And I said, but I think you're the home team.
The other 11 players knew they were the home team.
Well, Lee gets
Stinson,
down. He does. What a great bowl. Unfortunately, just chipped it across to the other one, but
You know, it's like, but when you can get your eyes on the actual jack, it just makes a bit of a difference. So.
it's definitely pretty hard to get to there, especially on that other hand.
Yeah, the East Maitland second here. He'll just be trying to play something similar. Drop his own down, maybe slide past to a good home. Sit on the Jamie Mitchell ball.
Well, he's pointed it pretty well. Does he get down enough? He got the inside of that. That's good. I think we're going to see some positive weight coming here soon.
Pick your speed from Gary.
He did his accent really well too.
Yeah.
You've been practicing,
I've been practicing, yeah. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew Lynn, bar runner tonight, not commentator.
So Gary said, yeah, Lee, you pick your speed, but
some aggression. It's got to be firm anyway.
well,
He's in the vicinity.
he is in the vicinity. Lee Stinson.
Oh, good shot. Took two of them,
very
right?
good shot. Well, Lee's coming off a bit of a campaign too. He just played with the Uncle Abel now, third for East Maitland, about to play. Yeah, Lee Stinson just come off the inter-region campaign with the Illawarra area. Up to semi-finals, but missed out, so he's got a bit of game time under his belt, Lee has recently, so I expect him to be in some pretty fine touch. Get off of that bowl there, but he's just found the fresh air finish. He's in a good home, mate.
Des Khan. Watching this one. He's pretty close. Just all on speed now.
Well, he's
He's
got the
trailed
jack.
down the line to Lee's ball. 2 seconds, though. I wouldn't be surprised if we're seeing some positivity from McAble.
Yeah, there's a few options there, like forehand. If he's even under it further, he can get through to the shot bowl. If he's slightly under, he can get in off those wide ones. The blue and white one there. He's under. Done the first bit right. Well, that was one of the results that could happen. That's a good bowl.
Something similar for Des, I would think.
Yep.
Backhand maybe, underneath. Get the ball, get the jack. I think jack cleans the best result. There we go.
He's just looking at this intently. I don't know if he's going to get under that, though.
It just sits, but he took that out of Gary's eye. Yeah.
He's cleared the path for Gary, so... Yeah, he won't like that personally as a bowl, Des, but Gary will be going, well, now I've got a clean path, so... Know what I haven't done?
Hot shots.
For this game. Start a new page.
Ali Forsyth doesn't want to back cut that. No. Worked out not too bad. Changed Gary's shot a little bit. Might not be as aggressive at it this time. No back ball.
It's got him thinking, hasn't he? Hasn't it?
Des just telling me you got to come in here and get past. Give himself a chance. At the minute he's got nothing to play to. 2 East Maitland balls back there. Hard to play an attacking game without attacking position.
Well, very well played. He's got that in a very good home.
I'll give him something to look at now.
Most definitely.
Interested to see what Ali goes now. Will he play to sit?
That's what I'm looking at.
Lee's ball. Is he aggressive enough? Trying. All about connections now. There we go.
That actually didn't change anything.
Nah, it doesn't change much. Des is called. You just got to try and draw on the forehand. This will be a spectacular shot because they have been holding out on this hand. He needs dead weight. Nothing more, nothing less.
Spectacular is one way of putting it.
He's not enjoying the mind. He's a bit slippy there. He's giving it a look, Jace.
Is it going to come all the way back, though? Well,
Just overplayed it.
Looking at that, he was looking for the edge of that bowl, wasn't he? To really help him get back harder.
He could use it, but no, I think he was just looking for the dead draw. Yeah, just a dead draw. That's all he had.
It wouldn't surprise me if he was actually aiming for the edge.
Yeah. Oh, he's been known to look at those calculated shots. It's the seconds I try to work out the scoreboards. The electronic scoreboards here at 𝗟𝗓𝗡. Fantastic facility for this round 11 leading into the finals tomorrow and Saturday. Do you know who's in the box with you on Saturday yet? Are we not allowed to announce it?
It hasn't been fully confirmed yet. Had a couple of names thrown at me. So you see a pretty good opening bowl there. I'd imagine we might probably get maybe a couple of people coming in. You know, there'd probably be a little bit of 𝗟𝗓𝗡 flavour being the hosts in amongst it. Maybe a staff member or two.
Okay.
Not sure yet. Hasn't been fully confirmed. We'll see while 𝗟𝗓𝗡's still in the finals. We won't be grabbing any of their players.
Yeah. Get a player might go and that might help.
I've thought about playing. Mike mentioned it a few times, but...
Cynic's initiative.
Well, it is, but
Have to be very selective with who you pick in this game.
Yeah, we know what chat can be like there out there on green at times. So I don't think it's a path that we need to look at right now.
No.
Some fun things to get said on green, and at this level, the winner of most of these matches comes down to how your mental strength is. So there's a lot of mental games get played out there.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I said to you earlier, it's a game of chess, so it is. East Maitland second, just pulling up short there.
So it's only early days after 7 ends. Warilla up 9-4. Look over there.
Jets up 8-2 over time.
Jets are the away team, okay. Yep.
Yep. Jets are the way. I can just see the Jets magnet over there. Oh, great ball by Lee Stinson.
Lee Stinson.
I think this is why.
I think he's been practicing. He was on the live stream rink, so he put an extra couple of hours in this week.
There was a bit of rumour circulating. Apparently, he went to the Warilla selectors and said he had to be on the rink that was on the live stream. And when that didn't quite work out, he went to the Bulls and South Wales office and he made sure that rink he was playing on was on the live stream. It's just a rumour that's circulating.
See, what a great reply there.
So he better play well. It started pretty fair.
He did, however, give me a slight bit of warning.
Did he?
Well, he's just pulling up short there. Yeah.
Good line.
He obviously, as a moving into clubland, I'll be looking for hosting rights.
I was not the recipient of that same warning.
It's all fun. It is. It's all good fun.
Not to make you nervous, Jace, but we're up to 1,000 viewers on the YouTube. So we are.
That's brilliant. It isn't. I think going to the YouTube only platform has been absolute brilliance. It has been. Something going on here with the
great
scoreboard
shot here from 𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗡, just going through the gap.
Found a gap there somehow, but he's got good position.
I wonder what Gary will call days on 9. Let it be the 4 or the back, obviously. But which one gives you the better position?
But left or right?
Yeah, exactly. 4 on your backhand to this ball or that ball. Yeah. Aaron T's off to a flyer. Over Shannon McElroy, he's just picked up a 4. Go 8-2.
Yeah, well, that's ominous, but as we saw in the earlier games, early leads are good, but
I'm not too sure what's happened on the Wedlock rink on the big board here beside us. It's 3-0 after 45 ends. The seconds might need to get to grips with the scoreboard a bit better.
Well, viewers, you don't see the live scoreboard here at the club, but keep an eye on our scoreboard on screen. It is correct.
You can also follow it, all the games, because we've got 4 being played here at the moment. Follow them all on Bulls Link on the live platform. We'll give you his updates here or there.
Des Can now. Trying to get under this wide one. It's just floated all the way by. Kelly's looking really refreshed. I believe he's just got back from a recent holiday.
Yeah, where did he go?
I think Bali might have been what I heard. Yeah, I heard a few boys asking him, when did you get back? Well, that's a very, very fine effort by Ali Forsyth there, and it's probably Probably got 2 seconds, maybe even 3 seconds now, Ali. Not sure there, but definitely 2.
Certainly hasn't been too far away so far. Okay, just to get underneath the Ali Forsyth ball if he can.
He's close.
Nice weight.
He's
Doesn't
close.
Move it too far.
Well,
Great shot by Gary.
it is.
Just don't know if it's stayed in there or whether it's flopped out. Probably still be the one. Ali with his second bullet. 2016 Fours gold medalist at the World Championships in Christchurch.
You're an encyclopedia, DJ.
I've just interviewed him, like I said, man.
Yeah, I know.
But he, funny enough, we talked about the results there. If you can get onto the Wikipedia page back then, mate, they killed it. So they did.
Ali now, does he get
again? Just
right
wants to
under
crack an egg
contact?
Under that jack. That's enough.
Well, that's
2.
enough for 2 shots, yes.
At least 2. Could the wide one be in?
See this on replay again. He just navigated that front one.
Just enough.
Well, you could be right, DJ. Could be 3.
Gary's going to have a run, I would think. There's a bit of a plant there. Hard to see just how good it is for him. But there is a bit of a plant.
See that view. Gary's just in the road there, unfortunately, but
I'm not too sure it's going to be big weight to scatter or whether it's big weight just to promote the plant, get the ball up and over. But at first glance, that's the only thing I can really see for him. Forehand with a little touch of weight. Play the percentages. Nope, he's going big.
no, he's going big. Well, he's got
Got the
right
gap.
through down that gap.
So happy with the result. You maybe think he got a bit of drift there.
Probably a bit bewildered himself on how he got right down through a gap there. There's so many different scenarios that could have happened with any contact there.
Where's his heart on his sleeve, guys?
Sure does. Well, that one's not quite there.
2.
Might only be 2.
2 shots. East Maitland Griffins.
Yep, important 2. Just wait for the tees ring to be updated on our screen, but we believe it's 8-2 to Aaron over there now. Did pick up a 4 on end 3. Scores are coming through via the live scoring app. If you're interested in having a look at the live scores, you go to the BowlsLink results portal, tap on Bowls New South Wales, tap on TAB Platinum Pennant, tap on this match and it will bring you up which team's playing which.
Tap, tap, tap.
Tap, tap, tap. You can actually tap right through and see individual rink scores, or you can just go and hit the live
Yep.
button at the start of the whole round and see live scores for the whole of this round. So we've already seen 2 matches completed.
Might just have a quick look there and see what's happening down there, mate, in the carpeted green.
Jeremy Mitchell, good opener. It's a pretty important battle, this one up front here. Especially when you've got 2 skippers like Gary Kelly and Ali Forsyth in the back end. You want to be laying a platform really early for these guys to do their work in the back end. So, good reply there, Daniel Hooker.
4 games being played. That's obviously the one we're watching now. Warilla lead 14-6 after 10 ends. Raymond Terrace up against Tarrant Point is another key game. Raymond Terrace leading 10-3 there after 9 ends. St John's Park versus Belrose. 12-9 after 11 ends in favour of St John's, and Belrose do have 1 rink up, which would secure them Platinum Pennant for next year. And the final game then, Wenty League's Magpies against Carlingford Koalas. Carlingford there, 16-10 after 15 ends.
Yeah, I was just talking to a couple of the Winnie Leagues boys, and the 2 fly-in players couldn't make it tonight, unfortunately. They're on their way, but a bit of a family thing come up for them.
Oh dear.
Nelson boys, unfortunately.
Nelson boys, okay.
Yeah, they were all keen to finish off the season with the last match.
Well, they would be too, because Keane was top of the player ladder there before that last round.
Oh, most definitely,
Franklin Fong, Kane Nelson, Corey Daly, and 𝗣𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗏 is another. Yeah, but 𝗣𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡's with the Warilla. So them three have played together for 9-10 games.
They've been a formidable rink, actually, there.
Well, anyone with Franklin Fong leading for you is going to be formidable.
Franklin Fong, he goes good, doesn't he?
9 games. Before tonight, 9 games, 8 wins. Plus 84 margin.
Pretty handy.
Goes all right.
Loves his bowls too.
Oh,
I saw him at 𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗏 series 2 years ago. Oh, he loves it.
He goes everywhere. He comes to our Easter pairs, pairs every year as well, mate. He's
a big supporter of all events all around the place, isn't he?
Loves the podcast too. Warilla the Bulls, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the Bulls Academy website.
Lee Stinson now, does he get down to his own bowl? He's just gone past it. Good position.
Yeah.
It's a good bowl.
One down in the head, but it's not too bad in the position. Look at those 2 studs in the background there.
It's a bit shiny out
here.
Yeah,
I'm going to get you a beanie, man.
A
few Ali Forsyth fans in the comments as well.
They're all over the place. I'm a big one myself. Love watching the man play bowls. Michael's finished in a very good home as well there, so
I'll introduce you after, mate. Get you an autograph.
Go Griffins, go boys!
This is just a really good battle to watch. Ali Forsyth versus Gary Kelly. Yeah, this could be a World Championship singles final. Or any World Championship teams final. We get to sit 2 metres away from the rink and call the action. It's brilliant. How many sports could you get to do this in?
No, it's brilliant.
Well, there's now, he's played that real well, a little bit unfortunate, but he's made that better.
Still pretty good for Warilla.
Yeah, got a ledge there now, but opportunity here for East Maitland to take that away.
Not only take it away, but convert to 3 or 4 themselves too, if 𝗥𝗡𝗏𝗡 can get to the jack here. Maitland's down here recently.
Pointed very well here.
That's good.
Has he got the run now, though? Wants just to run hard. That is a great bowl there.
Makes Gary think a bit now what he does to play.
Setting up nicely here for East Maitland this end.
Well, there we go. We've had our first comment about 𝗣𝗟𝗡𝗏. It is 𝗣𝗟𝗡𝗏 Jr. He is the junior. 𝗣𝗟𝗡𝗏 Senior. Yep. We've played up in Queensland together.
Dropped the junior name when he's moved to New South Wales.
Yep. 𝗣𝗟𝗡𝗏 Jr. comes from his early day in Jindalee Bowling Club in Brisbane, where his father 𝗣𝗟𝗡𝗏 Senior and Junior played in the Division 1 side. Well, Gary's called for some positive play here. Try and get down, move the jack out.
Well, he's on that aggressive line, Des is.
Yep. Can you see it?
He's close.
Around that front one.
Oh, he didn't want that edge. That was unfortunate.
But he stood the front one up too to give Gary a bit of a better look at it with his.
Gary has a clear run right down to that bowl now. Ali Forsyth. What's he going to play here? Yeah, he's going to play his forehand. Got to remember he's left-handed here, I do.
Yeah, he's going to play there. He's not going to make any targets on the backhand side for Gary. So run for cover. This is where the jack's going to go.
Exactly, and they've already got one. They've got the best back East Maitland do. That's another one. You can see there on screen, bottom right. It's all East Maitland bowls.
Preemptive strike. Put a bit of pressure on Gars, knowing that he really has to make this now.
Well, the other thing is, popping jack out to the side can actually give a big count to East Maitland too.
But that's why Gary wants to play with his first.
Yep. Give himself that option of fixing it with his second.
Des is giving him an option on the backhand. It's not really clear cut. I'll come back up and have a look at it. Maybe going for cover before playing that. I think 3 down, Gary will play down to this with a yard. The way Des moved that short one up, Gary could get underneath for the second shot ball which then helps them as well, you know. I'm interested to see what they play.
Oh, big board, 18-6. See Aaron Tees shot out to a 10-2 lead after 4 ends.
Corey Wedlock 5-0.
Gary's going big. Well, he might have got exactly what he wanted, but what he's done is open it up for his second one.
He's opened it up, and he's put a Warilla ball out to that wing.
He has to, but
may not get the shot, depending on the connection, but at least it's going to take the sting out of things.
most definitely.
But if Gary's playing that way, it's not staying on the ring if he gets it.
Definitely not.
So 3 down.
So it looked like there Michael and Ali were looking at just that one dropping short in that drive line of Gary Kelly's and give him something else to navigate.
Yeah, I'd be tempted just to try and add another. So weird, but that's why I'm sitting here. Bill Taylor, Lukey Jones is over on the other rink with Corey Wedlock.
He's on rink 3. Does he get all the way back now, Ali? Get right back to that black line will be pretty good. Well,
nah, he's got guys on the backhand.
That's all it's going to do is swap Gaz to backhand.
Straight down through split.
He's staying on the forehand, Gaz is here.
Okay, good shot, guys. So the coverage is a little bit off there, but Gary did play it. Played it well.
Got the result. Gaz has called Des up to the head too. He's wanting to have a good chat. Oh, they're just having a laugh now.
Yeah.
Just seen East Maitland put that pressure on up front there last couple of ends against Warilla and giving himself opportunities. So
I think the big thing for Warilla on the front end will be have the jack at their length. So if they can get their length.
Oh yeah, for sure. Jamie Mitchell. Solid lead. Daniel again, first ball just a little short, so it's probably an adjustment Daniel wants to make. Try and get that first one to. If you're missing behind,
yeah,
especially as a lead.
You don't want to be too neat, but Jamie's done the same thing, has he? Yeah.
I don't think conditions have really changed much, in all honesty, but players are human. It's about how they adjust with their second, though. They make that adjustment, well done. Does he sneak through the gap? He did. Just wants to run this out further, and he has.
Very good.
A little bit of a wall building up already early.
It is.
At the front end there, so.
Probably giving the edge to the girls from this morning, actually, with the battles. Jamie Lee and Sam Narona. I'd go back and have a look at that game, folks. That was an exhibition of leading.
Definitely was. That first 2/3 of the game was ding-dong battle. I think. Not that Sam did bad in the last third, it's just I think Jamie Lee really lifted.
Yeah.
And just got the edge over that last third of the game. Sam, to her credit, played sensational herself. So Lee Stinson now, is that one eye closed he does? It's like he's got the sniper's eye. He's wanting this to get back, it's trying hard, very good effort. Probably shot. Very close to it anyway. Fairly good line here. Wants this to drop down inside. Just not quite the run. Rinse and repeat here for Lee Stenson, really. Slight adjustment of line.
Use that last one as a guide. As long as you're underneath it, you're good.
Yeah.
Could use the inside edge of it just to tidy things up.
Body language indicates he's got a little bit of extra on this, but that's okay. Got into a really good home, so look, that's your job as a lead, as a second.
Yep.
If you're not getting the shot, you're drawing to miss behind, giving your third and skip something to play to later on. Getting the insurance in early, so to speak. Seconds should always be up. Wedlock out 7-0 over Walker Davis. So early on, this is Warilla's really putting the foot down, especially on those two rinks. That's a very, very good bowl there.
Promotion there. Gable. So he was down here recently in the Champion of Champions.
In the
Champion
pairs, yep.
Made the final with Barry Montgomery.
Did too. But there's been some very good results from the Newcastle Hunter area at state level. DJ.
Yep.
In especially the recent 12 months.
Yep.
Some good things happening up in that area.
There is, mate. There is.
Does he care now? Wanting to get down to that shot bowl. Well, he can get the edge of that.
Oh,
that's...
You would have hoped for a better result than that for sure.
Yeah, that's really made things a little bit uglier now. A bit harder for Warilla to get to.
Maitland's going to have to watch very closely what happens here because they're 14 behind already.
Most definitely, you know that. East Maitland don't want to be trying to chase, two rinks this early on in the game. They want to be in the match.
They're chasing 8 shots on R&Ts and they're chasing 7 shots on quarter wedlocks. So anything can happen. This is a neutral venue still. If it goes for you, it can go against you and blah, blah, blah. But I don't want this score to be blown out too far, especially with finals
most definitely
on the line.
Warilla's trying for that top 3 spot also.
Mm-hmm. Looks a bit tight here for Gaz. He doesn't got a lot to play to. At the same time, I don't think Ali's got a massive amount to convert either. You got everything in front and then a bowl right behind the jack. It's hard to get to. That's all he got going on.
Well, good line.
Just trying to draw another. Looks like he's a little bit through.
Pretty positive there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Say, DJ, the lighting here is absolutely sensational. It's like daylight, isn't it?
Brilliant. Just on the backhand. It's a little bit quick here. It doesn't like that.
Pretty
swinging the hands away pretty quick. So wasn't. I don't think he's missed the draw by that much. Maybe he is playing positive to this. Like, he can get the back half of that Jamie Mitchell bowl and maybe turn it in for shot. It must got to be what he's looking at. But yeah, let's see. See what adjustments Ali can make now. Ali on his backhand. A wider drawing side of the two. East are looking interested.
It's right down, aimed underneath this Lee Stinson
Falls
bowl.
off this.
He has.
Yeah.
Well, it counts, but it's probably given Gary Kelly a little bit of a better target to get to.
Give him food for thought anyway.
Most definitely.
Gary just had a look there to see whether the angle was maybe there.
Just getting treated like royalty around here. I've got Andrew Lynn running me coffees. We've got Pam Hawkins handing out lollies. Bowls New South Wales are doing us a great job.
Thank you, Pam. All right, big drive coming. Looking for the edge of that one.
Well, he's
got it flush, yeah.
Fortunately, yeah, he gets an edge and he gets a good result. Or a result, anyway.
Takes one out.
Next door, 14-11 it is there. Raymond Terrace just up over Tarrant Point. That's an important one too. You know, Tarrant Point needing that 10-0 to give themselves an opportunity of getting out of that relegation area. Also relying on that result down the bottom for Belrose to lose 10-0. So, and then margin. Lots going on still at round 11.
Just jump in the lines and let you know what's happening there, buddy. Like you said, Raymond Terrace 14-11 after 16 ends. Raymond Terrace up on one of those rinks, so. St John's Park currently lead Belrose 20-12. Belrose are holding on to one rink at the minute. Warilla Gorillas leading 14-6 here on our live stream game. So they are. Sorry, it's now 20-9. Beg your pardon. I didn't hit refresh. Make sure you hit refresh, folks. Learn from my mistakes. And Carlingford and Wenty 18-16 in favour of Carlingford after 21 ends. A bit of a nothing game in the end for that one.
Yeah, a little bit of pride, a bit of respect and pride, yeah.
For, yeah.
I know there's one player that won't be playing for Wenty next year. And
oh, really?
Yeah, Trent Whittingham's moving on.
Oh, where's Trent going?
He's going back to Penrith Bowling Club as their bowls coordinator.
Very good.
Just mentioned it to me. I don't know if I should have actually said it. I don't know if that's public knowledge, but
no.
Yeah, no. He said he's told a few of the boys and that. So yeah, he was looking forward to having a good night with the boys. So.
Very solid player, Trent. He's always been there and thereabouts. He's always seen him at inter-regions or the old inter-zone.
Most definitely.
Zone 10 or wherever he was. He was always solid.
Oh, that's very good effort by Jamie Mitchell.
Good leading here. They obviously heard your comment about the girls playing better earlier. It is their game.
Yeah. He's generally found to be in around that finals areas as well. Trent features heavily. He's probably one of those players. There's a few of them, and I can name a few as we see this one come down. Bit of position here, but look at that line. You've probably got a good handful of players that just right on that edge can't crack that stateside. Darren Morrison's one that comes to mind. Trent Whittingham's another one. You know, mentioned it before. Our stateside, we're absolutely blessed here in New South Wales with the talent. You know, Lee Stinson has played for New South Wales, but now struggles to crack into it now.
Not too sure he likes that ball the way he's looking. You want to watch that replay again?
Be some of these replays of these facial expressions being played at a Bowls New South Wales Christmas party, maybe.
Yeah. Darren Findell. Good to hear from you, Darren. Darren's listening down at 𝗟𝗏. It was my first stint as a Bowls coordinator was down at 𝗟𝗏. So it was. Back in late 2012 through till 2013 before I moved up to Maitland. There you go. Bit of useless trivia for everybody. Oh, false start there from Lee. Yeah, the Jews coming in.
Sure is.
A bit of slip on the mat.
2012, hey? So 13 years in Bowls administration, DJ.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Well, I guess Bowls administration, but you're sort of doing a bit of other stuff as well, aren't you?
Yeah, the roles certainly diverse up at Club Maitland City now. Good effort here from Lee Stinson.
Misses that front one.
Promotion. Oh, just got the wrong one.
Did, but
set up pretty well for him, but
yeah, he's involved with a bit of everything, aren't you? A bit of marketing.
Oh well, yeah, I've palmed that off.
You've palmed that off.
I'm not artistic enough for that.
Yeah, fair enough.
We've got a pretty good team up at Club Maitland City, but now I've the Bowls coordinating, obviously the sponsorship side of things as well. both working alongside one club, seeking sponsorship, other clubs giving them sponsorship, working with the club grants, things that all the clubs in New South Wales have to do, all that stuff. Yep. Do heavily involved with all that, and then the maintenance at the club as well. So it is very diverse. A lot to take in at times, but
man of many talents. Huh?
Glutton for punishment is what I mean. Jim, watching on holidays in Burleigh Heads. Enjoy your holidays, Jim.
Good spot to be.
Heading up the Gold Coast in a couple of weeks, actually.
A bit warmer. Are you just?
Yeah, kids' holidays. My brother lives up there.
Drop it in the amber on your way, mate?
Oh, don't know. Didn't get a fair crack at the job up there, apparently, so I don't really want to go. Seems to be some in-house recruiting going on up there, but...
Well, look at this for a bowl. Gets right down through that gap. Well,
what's he done? He's just opened it up.
He's just opened it up, hasn't he? Unfortunately, but... Gary just asking for a bit of input from Lee here, going, what do you think? See more and more of this in the game these days. You know, traditionally it was always about, you know, the skippers making the call, and that's what you got to play. But
well, when you watch the old movies and stuff like Crackerjack, it was Skip's call. But yeah, no, it's very.
Now all players are getting involved, and it's just has he got the weight to get right to it, turn it over.
There's the call.
Well, he's got right down through the gap. That's the shot.
Gary had to work for that one, calling it in the whole way, but managed to just sneak it in the gap.
Again, brilliant weight though. Yeah, and you know, someone like, you know, get Lee Stinson involved. He's been a skip. He's played at the top level. You know, plenty of experience. It's all about just different aspects of different shots, isn't it? You know, everyone's got different ideas on how they play, so it's good to reach into the other teammates that've got that experience and get their view. And
looking for promotion on the wide one.
Gets the split, rolls that one over.
It's stiff with that. He's just lifted the Warilla one up and over for another shot. He was looking for any connection on the jack, really.
Oh, yes, for sure. He even gets that one fatter, and he rolls it through more.
Because at this point he was calling down, so I'm assuming he wanted that one a bit fatter. But
yep.
Yeah, we'll just we'll see what happens now.
That looks ugly up front too.
Here's up past jack level. Yeah.
Des has forgot he's on the TV.
Just giving the Warilla Gorillas a plug, that's all good. Right.
And Gary going for cover, assuming Ali will be up and at it.
Well, 20-10 on the big board, 10 shots.
I think we're waiting on an update on one of the rinks, so they've updated the scoreboard. I think East Maitland scored again on the Wedlock rink. Find out in a second, hopefully.
Ali's big and up through this. Well, he wanted to miss that front one.
Moved everything but the main thing of the head, so.
See this replay. Just got that front bowl. If he navigates around it, just gets it. He was looking through his own bowl onto the shot. Movement of jack backwards, but possibly 2 shots here currently to Warilla, and Gary half an opportunity for 3. Not an easy one, but
Well, the Sledgers are out. One of the best in the business too, Matt Johnston. Used to be operations manager at Club Maitland City before we got rid of him. He's Toronto Diggers. He's just asking if there's a right-at-home challenge. I don't know if you know the story behind that. Unfortunately, I got drew out of the crowd at the right-at-home challenge at the BPL, and it was the worst experience of my life. It was not good. It was, yeah, been on blood pressure meds ever since, and yeah. Thanks for that, Matthew.
Don't you have like 5 metres to draw a bowl?
Yeah, probably. But yeah, no, he's just trying to tap into my PTSD there. So he is in the commentary. So
is that what it was? You get selected and you got to draw a bowl within a certain distance of the jack, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think it's 5 metres. I think it's 4.5.
4.5 metres. What, and you didn't hit that target?
The first one I thought pretty good and just ran through, and I thought, well, I've got no chance now. Dumped the next one into the carpet down at Moama.
Oh.
And then the next one just dropped in short. So, yeah, no, it was fun.
Wasn't there an 11-year-old that nailed it with one bowl?
Yeah, there was a lady came down from Pine Rivers the next night, and the crowd went ballistic and all looked for me because she let the first one go, having never put a bowl down, and got it right in the center. I mean, I gave a lot of people a lot of pleasure that, so it did. So.
Mate, you just keep the crowd entertained, Deej. You're doing something right.
Yeah.
Good opening bowls there by Jamie Mitchell. Shaking his head a bit, but it's just the standard of play here. Daniel now. I'll be happy with that end.
No, I won't. Another one, skipper.
Nope. Big chance here now for Warilla. Stenson can nail this jack and put some real early number pressure on the opposition. 12 shot margin on the big board now, and he's just scooted under himself as well.
Through the hole.
Pull up.
In the area.
Enough for second at least, if not the shot.
Lee will just try to beat that one now. Good shot there from Lee.
Really well early in this game, Lee Stinson, as I've got to say. He's given most of his bowls good chances, drawn shots. Played some good, 1 or 2 real good heavy shots, drives.
Make sure you mark that off your script that I give you of things to say about him.
I've got that written right down here. I have, right next to me. So, got to give credit where credit's due.
Tight game next door, 16-13.
Yeah, an interesting one too.
Well, time point where to get up there. It renders this game nearly obsolete. You know, it's
most definitely.
So many different things can happen.
And again, the Terrace are one of them teams. They're all the same, but the Terrace are one of them teams that you don't want to play in finals.
No.
You do in one sense, but you know the X factor, and like, whenever you've got
some special performances in there.
Yeah, Lee Schreiner, Peter Taylor, Matty Bouse, you know, list goes on. They can do anything.
Most probably one of the unlucky players and have more caps at a higher level, I think. He is a very good player.
Cohen Litfin, you know, throw him in amongst the team.
Oh yeah, he's not even skipping there, yeah.
No.
Jackaroo. Cable makes his way to the mat now. I wonder if they'd be able to feel his toes by the end of this.
Yeah, interesting selection of footwear on a night like this.
It's working for him. Very close here.
Get right down to it.
He does. Good shot.
Very good shot.
Gives Warilla something to play to, though. It was one before, now it's one down for them, but which could be 3 seconds in there. He's in the area. Will it hold up enough? Will it hold up enough? It will. Just a move. Yep. Back to Jamie's ball. Good shot there from 𝗣𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏 Jr.
It's hard to get to now as well. Push down positive, down underneath that. Port. Well, what will happen here? Well, he's pushed another Warilla bowl up.
There's a funnel there for Ali. Gary's got to make a change here. He's going to leave something out there for Ali Forsyth.
There was a funnel before, but that's made it better. He's got rid of that shorter bowl now.
Yeah.
There's more options there for Ali to get to the jack. I see looking to play the East Maitland shot, getting underneath there.
Wants to get down.
Oh, well,
so sort of still helps.
See Ali playing positive down into that port. You know, there's so many different options there.
Plenty to work off.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got a tight side to work off, straighten up to. Thing is, like I was going to say last time as well, it's just like the thing's ready to bust this game open. Is there's no back bowls going in. Like they're playing very neat. These two teams. Wasn't like earlier in the 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗏 game. In Maryland, you always had the leads weren't short.
No, that's right. They have been a bit here, haven't they? I'm surprised. I thought.
Ollie G.
Well, he's close here. What's going to happen? Let's see. He gets down beautifully. That was always on. Great shot, Ali Forsyth.
Who would have thought Ali Forsyth on a runner? Unbelievable. Gary's got a bit of room. He'd back himself to draw this.
See this on the replay.
Fantastic shot
Down,
from Ali.
navigates all that up the front.
Runs with it as well.
Right through down to the jack. Still room here for Gary Kelly to draw though, but
Plenty of room for Gaz. It is a new length though. How's he feeling? It's in the area. He wanted to guts this jack though, and he has done.
brilliant shot, Gary Kelly. What a reply.
It was a good result. He's pretty lucky he ran into the jack too though when you think about it. But
Well, green like this at night time, you've got to give him a
Yeah.
chance, you know, and that's what he did.
he did. Good old Gaz.
He was trying to play that pure draw and then burn 2 foot short.
Or 2 yards short in our case. Ali's on the other side. He's going to run into.
Skinny.
Yeah, well, there's one to Gaz.
Surprising one, that one. But
I'm going to make a call here, 2-2. No.
that's it. Give our viewers something to...
It's the way I'd be going. It's the way I'd be going with. If I, haven't played with Gaz and knowing how he likes to play. Also, Ali with his runners takes him out a little bit. Got a question here made on the YouTube.
Throw it at us.
Troy Brown. Question
Brownie.
question for you lads. Who is your pick for the nicest and most genuine down-to-earth bowler you've ever met or played with / against? Now, you'd love to say me, but we haven't actually played against each other yet. So just move on to another one.
Wow.
That's a good one. There's a few around. There's a few that certainly don't fall in that category too.
Very good point. Hard one to pick. Have to really think about that one. Thanks, Troy.
Yeah, we'll give that one a bit of thought, actually. We'll come back to that one.
Going well out there, mate. That's the Troy Brown I'm thinking of. Dubbo boy. Well, I think he lives 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗡, I believe, and plays at Dubbo.
Can't tell you, his profile photo is very small. Don't know.
Okay. Back to the action here. And Jamie.
Mitchell, a little bit of a change in length, slightly longer.
Just to get up. Well, yeah, he's a good shot. Both short as well, so... Hooker now. He runs that line and he's good. Gets past that. Great bowl, Daniel Hooker. Stinson, just that positive draw through. Yep, gets the result. Exactly what Gary Kelly called for. Just asked him to play positive draw through both of the Warilla bowls.
Troy Brown says, sure do, mate. So looks like you got that one right.
Get underneath that. Right. Let's open up the port down to the jack now a bit more. He's going to jump on this first. Lee will be looking to do that first. East Maitland have the good position just behind Jack though. That white bowl there is East Maitland bowl, so behind. Lee just pulling up short there. There we go. Ali calling him to in the front bowl, get under and get Jack. So he's looking at it intently. He's hold enough down to it. Oh, cuts it back. That was always on. That's a great shot. Just what East Maitland need. That margin on the big board 10, so they need to keep that under wraps. McElroy now 5 behind Teasy, while Walker Davis is only 4 behind Wedlock, so their margins are cut back. This one's still tight. It's been all the way so far. Next door, it's 18-15 to Raymond Terrace, so we'll definitely keep an eye on that one for you all as well. Raymond Terrace loss over there, and these two teams are home.
Yeah. I wonder if Tarrant Point have got any spies running up and down to the other green so they can see what happens with the Belrose game, because that determines what they can do. Belrose get any points at all, they can't get them.
Yeah, no, that's true. Keep an eye on all those scenarios. As I said earlier, go to the Bowlsync results portal and the TAB Platinum Pennant button and hit live scores, and you'll see all the live scores for all matches. See this one get back. Does. If you're interested in obviously some of the teams needing to win all the rinks, such as Tarrant Point, go to the TAB Platinum Pennant and press on the match Tarrant Point versus Raymond Terrace, and you'll get to see the individual rink results there.
Cam Jr. draw on the forehand, promotion on his own, or get down to the shot ball, try to make a connection. Give Warilla a bit of a look at it. He's in the vicinity, he just needs to run. He's running
all right. He's running all the way down
Great
to
shot.
it. Great shot, 𝗟𝗓𝗓.
Don't know what you got to do to get a hot tip out of Gary Kelly. That was pretty fair.
Hush out here now. We're going to be quiet in the competition, and I tell you, of course that temperature is still dropping.
Yeah, well, there's definitely not as many spectators around, and
well,
the atmosphere is not quite what it was earlier.
Oh, of course, with the home club home team.
It's tense, mate. It's tense there on the green because everyone knows what's at stake. You know? Especially these two are tense because, yeah, the loser could potentially go out now. But then they're looking over that other board. And Raymond Terrace, who should be getting the better of Tarrant Point, are only 2 shots up at the minute. You know, so it's just tense all around.
It is like all 4 teams here are fighting for something, and this is round 11.
Yeah.
It's
incredible.
Indicative of what this competition was all built for and what it's all about. Well, they're calling this one. Ali Forsyth gets down, gets the jack across.
Shot.
That's a massive shot. Ali Forsyth.
3 or 4 of that.
Potentially 4 shots out of that. Kelly still has a bowl to come. Wow.
Big game players.
Gary now. Just looking at that positive draw down here. He doesn't want to miss wide though.
No, he's in the area. That hand comes.
He's playing this very
That's
well.
a piece of the jack through the hole, I think.
Gary Kelly. Oh,
Oh,
that's
what a
a
shot.
great shot.
What a shot.
What a reply.
1 down's the signal, but better than what it was. Ali will look for that. Ali will look for that, no doubt.
Well, most definitely. Chance of chipping it through, actually, and getting none of the other bowls and potentially get 4, maybe a 5, actually. Ali gets down and he gets it out. Got one of his bowls out as well, so but he still makes a good count. Here we see her on the replay. Ali Forsyth comes down, gets that shot bowl out. Big hand, and it keeps that margin tight for East Maitland. Don't want to be getting over that 10-shot margin away from Warilla. Some amazing game management players at the back end here that know how to manage their rinks when there is a bit of a lead on, so important East Maitland stay in touch. Jamie Mitchell through, but again, as I said, if you're missing, that's where as a lead you need to be missing. So Daniel's just been a little bit wayward the last couple of ends.
Yeah.
Got the unders and overs a little bit. He's nailing his line, but he's just that couple of feet shorter. When he makes the adjustment, he's a couple of yards through. Well, Jamie Mitchell just going about his work and setting Warilla up really, really well. Right down to this. What a great bowl. Just pulled up, so that'll be second wood.
Big help there from East Maitland.
Yes, definitely. Lee runs this. Oh, he's just pulling up short. Pointed that really nicely too.
Put an interesting plant on it too. That's what it is. East Maitland just wants something similar.
Just wants us to hurry a little bit more too. Could be a guide in all honesty.
Shot there as well from Simpson. Oh, dropped it.
Now, yeah, unfortunate, isn't it?
A little bit unfortunate.
Just
Still a good play. Good
for sure.
shot,
That just opens up. We spoke about it earlier. Players of this calibre can see clear line through to a jack or a position. Yeah. This day and age, 90% of the time, these players are getting it, aren't they? Yeah.
See the burger truck over there, man. It's calling my name.
Oh, mate. Go and grab one, mate. What's it called? A cheeky burger by the
cheeky
look
burger,
at that.
Yeah,
cool.
Oh, good result there for 𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗡𝗗.
It is too.
Not a big celebration from it. A bit fortunate, but it was there to be worked off. Will just play the forehand, I imagine here, just try and tuck it around the corner. Makes 2 or 3 out of it. Great effort.
Brilliant. What a finishes in a great home.
Those two.
Jack's trailing down that way.
He's given himself a sider for the next one.
Most definitely.
So he is.
Well, Mick just wants to get this back as well.
He's come to a good home too. He just wants to get the
That's
ball.
a sensational shot there. What a home.
It is.
Really cut off that opportunity. There was a port of 4 bowls there for Warilla, and he's got right in amongst them. Might change Dez's shot.
In the area. He's very close again. Wants to get down. Same as last time.
Guess to that. Well, that's great home as well.
It is. Gives Gary something to play too.
Yeah, do the change over. Skippers will be back, and I'd like to announce congratulations to Bowls New South Wales. If they're proud to share that the Women's State Carnival has been named as a finalist for the Community Event of the Year at the 2025 Sport New South Wales Community Sports Awards. This year's event welcomed more than 1,000 women from across New South Wales and beyond, with matches played across 10 clubs in the Manning Great Lakes region. Just see this ball coming down. And also, on top of that, big congratulations goes out to Alan Clark. He's the chair of the Bowls New South Wales Umpires Committee. He's also been named finalist for Community Official of the Year for 2025 for the Sport New South Wales Community Sports Awards. Alan's been a stalwart with Bowls New South Wales for many, many years, and his nomination is a fitting recognition for all that he has done for our sport. And I know Alan a little bit myself. He has done a lot in that umpire space.
Good to see the sport getting recognised now at a higher level.
Most definitely. So big congratulations to Bowls New South Wales as an organisation, and to Alan Clark for recognition for his hard work. And that follows up from awards that Bowls New South Wales also won last year.
I think that was the same category, wasn't it? But it was for the New South Wales State Championships.
That's exactly right, at Dubbo.
Now the Women's Carnival's getting recognition.
It's really good to see.
It's good to get nominated for these things. If you can win it, happy days. Nice bonus.
It's just recognition for good work that's happening in the sport, isn't it? You know.
It is. Have they announced the shortlist for Commentator of the Year yet?
Well, they have, and I'm nowhere near it. But you're pushing up. You're pushing up the ranks. You've overtaken Andrew Lynn as Commentator of the Year.
So I'm off the bottom.
It's just tongue-in-cheek. Andrew's just rocked up behind us. He has.
I didn't know. I just said it anyway.
It's always good banter between us all. I think it's good fun. Well, they've kicked them out, so...
Just while you were calling, there was interesting tactic from Ali. He just wanted to put one in the eye, just make it hard for Gaz. Like, all Gaz really had was that delicate shot. He just wanted to try and get in the eye, make it difficult for him, and he did that. Spiderweb would touch your head. Another one for East Maitland.
We see Tees and Wedlock of sort of opening up their margins again.
Just flexing a bit, yeah.
So, big ball margin now, out above 10. East Maitland, very important. They keep knuckling down here, stay in touch. So their bare minimum is 2 rinks, we'll guarantee it. That's not a bad open, that's a lot better opener by Daniel Hooker. Across the other side, well, Raymond Terrace are just starting to flex a bit now,
Yeah,
27-17.
10 in front. Good to see Alex Jervis joining in, operations manager at the club. Wants to know if DJ's told the story of how he taught Mr. Kelly all he knows. Funny enough, I already dropped that, Alex.
I've already heard it a few times.
Been practicing the accent hard, just was concerned like him as well.
Just hope DJ put in his leave form in time to be able to come down and do this.
Yeah. Good thing is Alex answers to me at the club.
That's not what Reese told me.
You don't listen to anything Reese tells you.
Okay. Room here. He's going to be first to jump on it.
He's just going to go through just like the lead did.
Yep. It's an interesting one. So East Maitland now, we can see all of a sudden starting to get their bowls chances.
Yep.
This, and all 3 bowls just behind, so they're understanding the need to...
Sorry, yes, sir. Told you.
Hold on. One yard to the time. Dropping back, far away.
Well, it's probably 2 foot of room at least here to draw a shot.
Especially with the Warilla balls up front, whoever can jump on this first.
Now this is getting
Going
close.
to make it hard for the opposition.
Interesting end here. East Maitland behind, Warilla short.
Gary won't want any more short, I'll tell you that.
That's right, yeah.
At least that's what I taught him.
Lee Stinson now.
He's done the same again, has he? He's a brave man walking up here.
Interesting one here. Big chance here. Michael Abel played. Big bowl here.
Another count somewhere there. Maybe it's jumped out 32 to 18. Teesy's up, going up 16-5 against Shannon. Wedlock 10-4 against Walker Davis.
It's a tease rink, isn't it? Really jumping out, isn't it now? So, Abel now. Can he jump on top of this jack? Just down to his speed. He's close, DJ.
Hard.
He's close, DJ.
Oh, he's getting excited.
He is. Well, that's a
Take
very
that.
good bowl.
Des Canders, and his draw's been pretty good, Des.
It's that distance down that they can to draw a shot now.
A few city boys jumping on. There's David Metheringham now too. He's one of those guys, you know, when you put your drawers into Excel and you got to change the width of the cell because of him. He's just one of those.
Is he?
Oh, he's just the length of that name.
Des now. Does he get all the way back?
He's going through, but which guy will be happy with.
Well, he has gone through. He's got second shot and he's got one behind. So
still a chance if Mick wants to play a couple of feet, sit the ball.
that's right.
If he gets down to Jack, that's the hand to play it on. It's the one that is turning.
Mick now. Is he up and at him? Michael Abel, great shot.
Warren Haviland is obviously indulging tonight. Comments with that. He is tonight.
Right, Des doesn't want to turn into any of that. Well, that was a Lee Stinson bowl anyway that's come up.
Positive thing happening for him, but Ali will be looking at every opportunity here to get down to this Jack.
Any touch of Jack, isn't it? You know,
this could really break it open.
You see there on that shot, 1, 2, 3, 4 at the back there.
All the city boys, right? David Lane's even dropping in to get his name mentioned. Hello, David. Recently elected president of the Club Maitland City Flying Bowlers.
Look out! You've got some bands on tonight, DJ.
Oh, mate.
You bring them.
Unbelievable.
Bring them.
Funny thing is, flying bowlers, I've always known them as the flying bowlers since they came to the club. I've never seen them get on an airplane.
There's Ali up here.
It's just not going to be enough.
That's a shame, isn't it?
We'll see what, I didn't hear that. We'll see what Gary Kelly's got up his sleeve now.
Well, it's not easy for Gaz, but just looking to get at that back blue bowl, really.
Yeah, he'll be backing himself.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He'll be backing himself, 1,000%. Tell you one thing, Jace, it's good to see a lot more positivity on this chat than what the previous one was.
Yeah. That's okay. People are allowed to have their say. That's what it's there. It's a public forum.
Gary, he's a bit on a narrow line. Has he got enough to hold around? No.
He hasn't. Oh, you know, that's made things hard now for Ali to navigate too.
It's made it hard for Gary too, but...
Well, it has, but difficult for Ali to get that drag of Jack to get that multiple.
Well,
it's on, but
it promotes. I think it promotes more weight for Ali. I don't know. Other than Gary flush, there's not much danger with it. If he gets underneath, Gary gets his own. He should promote it.
Yeah, true. Gets it down neat through the holes. Great. He can straighten up off his own if he's a little narrow.
I know Mick suggested for him to play the backhand, the left-handed backhand, but I think we'll be saying a 4. Nope. There you go. I got no idea. Yeah, it's just going to go for the draw there.
Well, he could get all the way back and flop down that front bowl.
Oh, he can draw for 3.
Yet
he can draw for 3 down there. He's just obviously seeing that there's no chance to make any more, and he's just going for the draw. Will he make it?
Well, is he up?
Making the trip.
Is he up?
His nose in front of that.
Another good effort by Ali Forsyth.
Gary's back, or sorry, Des Cahn's back one just beats him, so still 2 to East Maitland. Gary will be looking just underneath on the backhand.
Yeah, for sure. Through his own, just underneath.
Neil Butler. This one's for you, Jason. From Neil Butler. How many international caps between the 6 skips?
Let me just ring Clive Adams. I'll get the answer from him.
Well, I think Ali's up around the 400, late 400s for New Zealand.
Yep.
So it is. I don't know what the other boys are. Shannon will be up there pretty similar, I'd say. We did say earlier, Neil, 5 out of the 6 are world champions. And the 6th one was Australian Bowler of the Year last year.
Gary Kelly now. Does he hold down through that hole?
Needs to hold.
Just got underneath a little bit.
Pretty good.
Fortunate. So
2 to East.
2 to East Maitland. Important too.
Very important too. Gives them a buffer on this ring.
Yeah. Sure does. And as I said earlier, scenarios are starting to pan out a bit. Well, Terrapoint are making a fight back over there. It's now 27-22, yeah. 22.
20 of those shots for Tarrant Point are on 2 rings.
Wow.
Yeah. Travis Moran's doing a lot of jack rolling next door. Not a good sign for East.
No, it isn't. Again, Daniel just first bowl short. Needs to be giving them chances. We saw previous and where he got him behind early. Gave his team a big chance of picking up a multiple. And a good one. He can do better.
Good shot, Jimmy.
It's better by Jamie. Sure, he got up after previous end where the first 4 bowls were a metre short.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at what's happening around the traps, mate, while we're here. So, Rain Terrace lead 29-22 after 32 ends. St John's Park lead 39-21 over Belrose.
Has Belrose got any rings?
So I'm just about to check, but I hit the wrong button. They're tying a rink at the minute.
Yeah.
So they are. Warilla lead 32-21 and Winty Trail Carlingford 39-32. They have played 44 ends in that game. So they have.
They're flying. They are flying.
Travis. Kid. Track, mate. Good look.
Okay.
Good shot there again from Jamie Mitchell.
Yeah, Jamie Mitchell's solid up front. At least.
Can we start taking forecasts at least instance?
I know.
Got it.
Look,
Oh.
I'm sure we're going to G up Kira to make sure she gets some of those facial expressions pulled for some marketing material later on down the track.
It doesn't even need to be marketing for Bulls New South Wales. I'll just take it back on one. Put it up on Facebook every now and again.
Got every chance there. Finishing very, very good homes. Where Jack's moving to. There's contact up front. Wow, look at that.
Intense.
He is, isn't he? But he's up for this.
He's very close again.
Lee Stinson.
Very good.
Great bowl. Now, it's just a hurry.
No, he's not here.
Be happy with himself there. He wanted to give that every chance.
I think that's helping them, but is they do have a couple of balls passed. So they do. So, you know, Ali will not shy away from a running shot if it's there for him. Got the good weight. Just wants it to come down a bit more. It's likely where the jack's going, so yeah, in that direction.
Well, I think Michael's a bit more positive here. Look more positive out of the hand anyway.
Yep. It's a ball up, but
Just ripping a bit.
cuts the second ball maybe.
Well,
That's not a bad result. 4 down to 2 down. Can't be too fussy with that. We'll drop back to the draw. Just get the Gary's foot or just split it.
Shy back. Very, very good shooting there, 𝗣𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗡.
Gary knows what Ali will be looking at, so tactical play there.
Guarantee Ali will not be short. Be some very, very positive weight played here, I think.
Yes, this is going to be quick. He's looking at a bit of grip for the mat. Hands a little bit higher.
Yep. There we go. Ali Forsyth. Positive. He's close. He's close. Contact. Oh,
Yep.
yes, he's got it back to himself.
Got the ricochet there.
Yep.
Gives Gary a look though. 3 seconds.
Well, most definitely, but he's asking Gary. He's got it. Telling Gary, you got to play it.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
But I tell you what, it's in a very, very good aim. Imagine contact there, and Jack's moving. I don't think Gary's going to be holding 3 if he does make the contact.
It depends. You can see that half the ball.
Can
Which
squeeze.
side it's going to go. That backhand, we've seen Aaron Wilson play a couple of very successful runs on that side of the ring. The previous game, it just stands up that bit. Don't need big weight to hold it up.
I think there might be some big weight. Some sort of weight.
Forehand.
Notice he give his hands a good rub and a bowl a good rub there. It's like he's trying to get it some extra grip. Go. He's going positive. Gets the edge of that. Got the jack. Well, that's does it.
Kill now. Hasn't.
Well, close. I think it's still in though.
Probably thinking too. You go forehand, you can't get the jack. Yeah.
Plenty of room there, but it is 2 shots at the moment to East Maitland. See this on the replay. Coming down. Makes the contact. Got a little bit of jack. Bowl through. Probably did want that jack to go right out, but it's a one-bowl shootout.
Gary gets a look at the line too from Ali.
Which is important. First time playing it. Well,
there you
that's
go.
a shot.
Just beat the tee now, he goes. Another shot. 3 against you.
Yeah, 3 down.
Just short of the tee.
Well, he's away.
Does he give it enough?
It's all about weight here.
Stalking it. Needs to beat that one with Ali's, and it's pulling up.
Well, it's good enough for second.
Pulled up very quick too.
It did pull up. There was lots of room there to draw, but that's 1-2 East Maitland. So
Just keeps him in it.
Gary's not really impressed with himself, but not easy to draw on. Out wide and long on these coldish, dewy nights. He also was probably worried about playing too positive and actually losing his bowl, because then he was 3 down. So
yeah, it's been a straighter hand too. Like it's, you don't want to throw it out too far and it doesn't come back. But Ali gave him a good look at it. It was turning out there. Ismail persevering with this mat back, but shorter length.
They are. I think it's all about giving themselves scoring opportunities, isn't it?
It is.
If they can't score, Ali can hit and kill, have another chance at scoring. So. Daniel just to run this out a little bit more. That's a pretty solid start.
Another 3 for R&Ts.
Don't forget, viewers, we will be coming to you live with 2 rounds of action tomorrow. 1 p.m. time slot and 5:30 p.m. time slot as our final series starts. Not sure of who will be playing, but keep an eye on the BowlsLink results portal.
We got 4v5 at 1 o'clock, do we?
4th versus 5, yes, that's right. 4th versus 5th at 1 o'clock, and then 2nd versus 3rd at 5:30. Yeah. First spot gets.
They get the game off. Are you sure it's 2v3 in the afternoon? 5:30?
No, it's not. They're both playing it. They're both playing at 1 o'clock.
Yep.
2 versus 3, 4 versus 5 at 1 o'clock.
Yep. So
and then there we go. go.
So what's the live game at 5:30, Andrew?
There we go.
Maryland's versus the winner of the 2-3 game. There you
we
go,
go.
folks. That's why Jason's lead commentator.
I've got my assistant asking an expert, and I've handed that off well.
Yes. Yeah.
Get right down. That's a great shot. Got good position there for East Maitland. Lee Stinson now. Just trying to get down on this port. He can sit onto that last bowl. It's a bit of a good guide for him, but it's just pulled up a bit short. And oh, look at this assistance here from New South Wales media legend Kira. So just watch this bowl come down. She's brought up the final series draw for tomorrow and quickly run through it with you. Gets to the edge of that. Well, that's a very, very good bowl. There's at least 2 shots there to East Maitland. Yes, so starting tomorrow at 1 p.m, the qualifying final. You're right, 2nd versus 3rd, 4th versus 5th. That'll be at 1 o'clock. See that bowl, Lee Stinson better weight. Goes through to 5:30. The winner of 2nd and 3rd, they'll go through and play Maryland's, they will, and that game will be a major semi-final or a grand final qualifier. While the loser of 2nd versus 3rd, they'll go through and play the winner of 4th and 5th at 5:30 tomorrow night. Then follow into Saturday morning. We have the loser of the major semi, so that's the Maryland's versus winner of 2nd and 3rd. So the loser of that will play the winner of the others. There's plenty can happen there. And we also finish off Saturday 5:30 will be the grand final of our TAB Platinum Pennant. Plenty of action coming your way. Said we do have 4 time slots still to come, 1 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. with live action here at the Bowls New South Wales YouTube channel. Stay tuned in. Let everybody know. There's no NRL or AFL on that will affect you watching the Platinum Pennant action. Turn that off because all the action's happening right here. Commentators just headed off to grab some sustenance. That's just a little bit of a cover back there. Good bowl back there, best back. Chance Jack can go all the way through. Well, let's change things up a little bit there. Not sure if it went back far enough. Warilla could have shot there now. Work out who's got shot. Ali's having a good look at this. Warilla's got 2. Well, look at that. So right, Ali now. Well, he's down through that port. Anything can happen. He's got one of the Warilla bowls out. East Maitland sitting there. They've got the next 1, 2, 3 they have. They're short of the jack, but Gary Kelly looking to get another one in here. Just knows he beats that wide bowl there of Warillas, and he's close. Get a little edge off of that. Nah, that's a great bowl, 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗨𝗠. Pretty close to counting for a second, actually, I think. But what it's done is given another one in the head for Warilla. There was a little slight opportunity there for East Maitland maybe to pop that out, but Ali now. He made some contact here with them bowls. Lots of bowls coming in. Well, that's about the only thing he didn't want was fresh air. Unfortunately, get down through that gap, but it was there. Any contact on any of those East Maitland bowls up front, and result probably favoured the Griffins, but not to be. Gary now, chance. Get down to his own and turn it on to Jack. Would be brilliant. Well, he's played a similar bowl. That time he's got two little rubs, but he's played great weight. Yeah, there's two being rolled out now for Warilla. We see this on the replay. 1, 2 little touches. Good bowl, and 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗨𝗡, good weight control.
Come on, Griffins, go, boys.
So Griffins giving themselves a rev up, yelling out, come on, boys. Pretty important, so see Teasy's just streaming ahead over there of Shannon McElroy, 19-5 now. Big board, 37-22, 15 shots, so East Maitland, halfway point, really wanting to tighten this up. Jamie Mitchell, good opening bowl, just finishing behind, 2 foot behind. Hooker now. This looks like a very good opener. All the way down to the jack. That's brilliant. Just what East Maitland need. See more of that. The front ends of East Maitland to really start firing. What a reply by Jamie Mitchell. Body language there from Daniel. He's gone up and over that. He's pushed the Warilla bowl back. He's got it in a better position for Warilla. He's still holding the shot. He allows Lee Stinson to afford to be positive into this. Nothing for short. He's on a very good line. That's the first part right. How's his weight? It's good too. He gets right down the jack. Lee Stinson. Not the first time tonight we've seen him play a brilliant bowl. Probably got 2 shots there now for the Warilla team. Oh, he's got up and over that, but it's flopped back out. Very good effort.
What's the best thing about the move fast? Yep.
Lee just looking for a bit of cover here this time. Not much else they can do there. Just some cover in behind. Yep, very good bowl. We do know that at some stage here, East Maitland are going to be pushing into this head. It's going to be movement of Jack. He's got up and over that bowl. Well, It's changed things up a little bit in front now and sort of locked that jack in, but it's not going to shoot straight backwards now. And get a look at this head. At least Maitland have a couple of catching bowls wide to the direction that the jack is probably going to spit out at. So there's Cairn now. Probably looking to cover those wide bowls, have something out there himself. We can see those two white bowls there, or the white and green and the white, both these Maitland bowls. Big chance that it's going to kick that way. Just dropped a little short there. He's indicating, yep, you get down onto that front Warilla bowl, choose your weight. Just once this changed up, big chance it's going to spit out. Well, he's down. Well, he's got his own, and he's pushed another one of the Warilla bowls through. So one down now, but he's got a bowl of Warillas in good position. So Lee and Gary just having a good look at this. Des now. Still looking a bit of position back there, I think. But look at that line. It's not wanting to get near the head. Might have been unintentional, but down on that. More aggressive line, trying for contact, but just slid in, right in underneath the head there. Swap over and Skips will Kelly now. Get down, I think, to that East Maitland second shot there, the blue and white bowl. Yeah, his weight was really good. It's a sider for him, ready for his second one. Ali Forsyth doing everything to try and get a shot out of this. Masterboard's starting to really shoot out. 15-shot margin now. Gazza, if he gets under his last, he's close. Good weight again. He's going to have a good look at this. Now. Yeah, so see the guys here just summon this situation up. Look at all the different options. How can we score? There's Could be some weight here. Ali's just turned the mat over. It's because he wants to get a bit of foot grip. Sure he doesn't slip. There is some weight coming here, so get ready for this. Go, Ali Forsyth. Can he make contact? Oh, he's got down through underneath all of that. So, one shot there to Warilla. Look next door. Well, looks like Jack's out in the open a bit, but it's a possible 3 at the moment there for East Maitland on the next rink, but there is at least 2 foot of room, if not more. And 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗧 with bowl in hand. There's plenty of room for him. Jamie Mitchell now with his opening bowl. Been solid, Jamie. Just played those solid, consistent bowls. That's where Daniel Hooker needs to stay with him, match him. But if he's... Aaron's gone big at that. So, what was the final count over there? Didn't quite see. It's only actually 1 over there to Shannon McElroy. Commentator's eyesight has been found out once again. That's better by Daniel Hooker, finishing in better spots. That's what they need to see. Ali's pretty happy with that too. Well, Raymond Terrace are starting to stream away over there. 43-24. Nearly at a 20-shot margin. That's after 45 ends. Flying over there too. 45 ends played over on that. 46 ends now on that game next door. I understand why this one's just going a little bit slower than others. Lot to play for here. Both teams still a lot to play for. Terrace also pushing for that top 3 spot, so they're aiming for every single point they could possibly get over there to secure that. Lee Stinson now just trying to draw down up and over his bowls or underneath. He's finished a little bit narrow there. A bit more the weight that he needed. Give him more of a chance up and over. Back to the commentary. DJ?
Thanks, mate. Lost a couple of fingers there eating that burger. My goodness. That was needed.
Well, how's this looking? Oof.
Score's blowing out, mate, isn't it?
It is blowing out, and it's all due to those other 2 rinks.
It
Tees
is,
and
yeah,
Wedlock.
it's pretty mellow.
Wedlock especially has opened up more of a gap now.
We'll chat amongst the Griffins at the moment. And what's the chat about, I suppose?
Well, I think it's getting to the stage where they're going to start chatting, how do we get our 2nd rink win? In all honesty, masterboard chat's sort of, it's a long way to go.
Yeah.
But,
you're over halfway now, you're nearly 20 behind. It's 17 shots.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's really those other 2 rinks, McElroy and Walker Davis. One of them need to work out some way of cutting their margins back and giving themselves that opportunity of that 2nd rink.
Yeah. Keeps looking over at the scoreboard here.
Oh, yeah, he's looking around.
See from the body language of some of them as well. It's looks pretty doom and gloom. Yeah, they need to turn something around pretty quick, I'd say, or this could get ugly.
You got two rinks that are, well, one's over 10 shots, the other one's basically 9 to 10. It's pretty hard, and you're up against Wedlock and Tees. You're really starting to think, well, that's a great bowl there.
That's very good for Des.
You're starting to think, how do we peg margins back against these world-class players? So it's about giving your bowls chances, though, and we can't see the play over there, but it'd be interesting to see which team's giving their bowls more chances. Looking at the scoreline, it's the Warillas rinks that are, obviously. So we're seeing East Maitland give their bowls chances. They've got 4 there behind now. That's what it's all about as these conditions start obviously getting a bit slower.
Very keen for the rest of the weekend. Yeah, Carver's put on a pretty good show so far. We've got a food truck in there, and that burger was fantastic.
We're going to try their food inside as well, mate.
Yeah.
Lunch tomorrow before we stream.
Well, I wasn't planning on eating, mate, but you know Andrew Lynn, he wouldn't shout if he stubbed his toe when he offered food. And I went running. You got to take your chances when they come.
Gary Kelly gets, well, he's enough to count. Well, that's 1, 2, 3 at least to Warilla.
You think? Yep. Carriers for Ali.
It is.
Very quiet. Seen that Travis Moran having a drive from lead next door. Did you see that one?
Interesting.
Shows a bit of confidence from your skipper when you're called to leave. It wasn't. I mean, it was a drive too. It wasn't. I think that was the first end he didn't actually hold against the opposition lead. Playing pretty well, Travis.
Right, Gary now. He had another one in there. Well, he's close. Anywhere there. Gets to that, the ears in.
There he is.
Well, that's 4 to Warilla.
On the come.
There's a touch bowl here from Ali. All right. Navigate that front one. Or
Just got to get the wrong side of it.
4 down, I believe. Pulled the 4 out and they're looking for another one.
No, 4.
4 it is, so
Saw 3 rinks there.
47-27 after 39 now, so. It's 20-shot margin on the big board, and Warilla holding all 3 rinks, so. Ominous times here for the East Maitland Griffins, and hard for them to see this. They've had a cracking season up till now. Really have.
Come on, Mitchell. Well played. Well done, Jimmy.
But still not over. Still not over. It's one of them things, I think. Reset your goalpost and go, okay, how do we get the 2 rinks up? Thank you very much, Pam Hocking. Keeping my sugar levels up nicely.
Yeah, just looked after you.
She has done a very good job. Talking about I looked after you, I'll let you go and get a feed.
Oof. Me, you weren't stopping me.
Mitchell, great reply.
I had to remember Andrew was walking with me. I had to slow myself down. I was off for the hop and the skip when he offered food. Two ends in a row for Shannon. It's one way to start building.
Well, sure is, and
Picked up a 2.
Hurry, mate. Offside. One down, it's a ball pass. Confident lands it, turn Jamie.
those facial expressions are going to be on a rolling PowerPoint. I can see it.
Poor Lee.
Finished a very good home there, Lee has. There's these opportunities here where he's really going to start taking advantage of them.
Yeah, we got to build something.
Yeah.
Need a bit of a circuit breaker on one of the 3 rigs. It needs to be a
Whoa.
bit of a heavy pickup somewhere to give them a chance, give them a lift. It is very doom and gloom out there at the moment. A lot of positive body language around the place.
Hold.
Well,
Well done. Good.
has he just turned that one in for shot now for East Maitland? I'm not sure.
You played one there. Wait so good. Keep your own. Come on.
It's hard to tell from here. It doesn't look like it could be the East Maitland shot, doesn't it?
There's Can. That one go and put his head down straight away.
In the zone here,
A
mate.
little bit underlined.
On the
Well, he's actually nailed it perfectly. A little bit of a shake of the head from him too and a smile, so he actually didn't like it.
Get that spinning up, you nearly feel with no frame.
Forget we still have 2 more days of action coming for the Platinum Pennant. Finals kicking off tomorrow. Our champion to be crowned on Saturday evening following Platinum Pennant action. The Bowls New South Wales flows over into Champion of Champions.
Does.
Excellent.
And the other half of my Warilla Bulls podcast, available on Spotify and Apple. Good shot.
What a shot.
Spotify and Apple podcast. Simon Little will be playing in that next week too. He's looking forward to that. Here at 𝗟𝗓𝗡.
Actually, I did see his section.
Yep. Yep, he's got a fella from Nyngan and a fella from Yamba. Yes, he does.
He does.
He was saying, he was sort of spooking about how lucky they are to drive 7 hours or whatever it is to come and play him.
What do you got?
Just got the wrong bowl there, unfortunately. Rolled up a Warilla bowl. I think it could be 2 now to Warilla. Just rolled through the other East Maitland bowl. Just flopped it out. And then obviously following Champion of Champions. Starting to flow into the Australian Open.
Yep.
2 weeks of action coming to you from the Gold Coast.
New South Wales State Pennant Finals.
Straight after that.
In the new calendar season.
Absolutely love all the action.
The guys in the area here just wants to get down a bit.
Contact.
Great whip.
Vodka Coke.
Faith.
2 or 3.
Oh. Still, Hayden Wojciechowski's come down on the head and trailed the jack through. Snuck the shot.
Yeah, a little bit further, might have been a couple out of it.
He hasn't got shot. He's got the next 3 anyway if he's not shot. So giving his team a chance over there.
Hardy McDonald's in the area here too. Look. Oh, just went through the gap.
Ali.
Well, he just held out there. Oh, that was a bad result. That was a bad result.
3 now.
Just caught a few people out today, even in the first game. That hand, hasn't it?
Sure has.
Just with any sort of pace on it, it's just sticking out there.
Gary now just trying to get into that hole or trail the jack himself, beat him to it.
He wants to get all of it here. Doesn't want to have it the other way. There you go. Good shot, guys.
He's changed the look of it up, which is important. There's a bit of room there.
He's had plenty to play too. If he had got down a bit quicker.
You don't want to give Ali Forsyth 2 chances in a row of the same shot. So
It's forced him into changing hands here. So
most definitely.
just onto the draw. He's made it for guaranteed 3 there.
Shannon
Maybe
McElroy
even
sat
4.
that bowl through of Warilla's. He's holding 4 over there now. He's Ali Forsyth. Does he get up? Oh,
No. Could still be 3 there.
definitely 2.
RT's in the next ring trying to counteract that 4 you were just talking about. And he's only gone and drawn a shot.
But it actually flopped
Flopped
back
out, but to give Shannon a look. So it could be shot. If not, it's definitely second. But as you said, Shannon has a look at it now. Measuring for 3, are we? Measuring for 4. 3. Come on, head commentator, keep me updated.
Been wrong too many times, mate. While they're measuring, I'm going to wait to look at the fingers.
Oh.
3. 16-12 after 15. 23 shots now, and only Forsyth 4 shots behind. Was holding the lead there. And about 5-shot margin too, so it's really turned around this rink. Well, we see next door McElroy. Oh, geez, he's just drawn the shot again.
It's easy, either 1 down or 2 up. It's one of those close ones. Hayden's getting the tape out.
Right, it's 1 to East Maitland.
1 to East.
Yep.
No, there's nothing else. That's 3 ends in a row for them.
Great opener there by Daniel Hooker, and that's what they need. For East Maitland, they changing their tactics just a little bit, and when I say change their tactics, start grouping, getting groups of bowls in an area. Let's give Ali a chance of getting a jack towards an area where he can get a count. 21 shots behind on the big board. Good cross there, Raymond Terrace, 46-31. Get DJ to dive into his iPad and have a look at some other live results. We've got 2 matches down in the undercover.
It's a party atmosphere down there, mate.
Is it?
Yeah, they're enjoying themselves.
Good on them.
So they are.
See this. This is a great bowl by Daniel Hooker on the replay. Down to the jack, pushed it through. Probably still 1 to Warilla, but...
So Raymond Terrace and Tarrant Point, as you said, 46-31 after 47 ends. St John's Park Saints, 63-37 over Belrose, 47 ends. Up on all 3 rinks there. So Tarrant Point, if they can somehow claw that back over there.
Wow, good shot, Lee Stinson.
Warilla is 52-31, as we can see, after 44 ends. And the other game has got 2 ends left to play. They are motoring down there. Wenty 45, Carlingford 58 after 61 ends.
There you go. Yeah, so Belrose, currently down on all rinks. Throws open the chance for Tarrant Point to get off the bottom and out of relegation zone. But
they've got a rink that needs to get moving though. 18-7 down. The other one's 15-10 down, and then the final rink's up 14-13.
Yeah, it's a big task ahead of them, but Lee Stinson, good bowl.
Rodney.
They give that every chance. Well, he's finishing a great home. Hasn't got a shot out of it, but giving Ali a chance now to get a jack back.
Phone's going off into these messages.
Really?
Yeah, plenty of people watching now.
All good positive messages about you, mate?
Not at all. Not at all. A lot of banter being thrown around there.
That's good.
Mickey Bolt.
Hate to be his toes at the moment. They're going to be freezing. Mine are.
Yeah, I know.
Just breed them tough in that Maitland area, I'd reckon.
Stay out of that one. There's on the forehand draw. A little bit pacey. Tough in the reaction straight away, didn't like it.
Does he get a little bit of jack backwards here? That's what he'd be after. Some sort of touch. Whoa.
Just not there. Good for shot. Not going to get over the line, but shot was just one shot.
He's going to start manufacturing things. They need multiples. At the moment, their season's gone. They need to really dig deep. Again, something amazing happens on the next game.
Gary Kelly.
They are turning the screws, aren't they, Warilla? They're fighting for their season too, in a way, as we said. And it's again, DJ, but it's all about momentum into this finals weekend too, isn't it? You know,
it is.
You may qualify, but you don't want to go in the finals weekend with a loss. At a venue that you're playing at all weekend to win the complete pennant. So
no, definitely not. Definitely not. As it stands, this would catapult Warilla into second spot.
There you go. Ali Forsyth now. Contact on that bowl. Great shot. Comes through. Gets the shot back. It's the class of the man.
Good shot, Ali.
Very good weight control to get that down to that bowl perfectly. Come down through.
Not better. There's not many better exponents of the own shot.
He set himself up for a chance for a multiple with his second as well. See at the right-hand side there, 1, 2, 3 East Maitland bowls.
Yep.
So, slight opportunity, but could be hard with that setup with his bowl right on the jack. But if there's a sniff of opportunity, I'm telling you they're going for it.
Absolutely, they have to. Roughly sitting on a 9-1 at the minute. They're sticking on 75 points, which would give them second spot. Third spot, sorry, if we were to finish now, which pushes 𝗥𝗩𝗡 down to 4th, and Engadine down to 5th.
Okay, interesting.
Just trying to keep an eye on that so we can let our viewers know what's coming tomorrow. As we know, 1 o'clock, 4 versus 5, which is the elimination game. Whoever loses that goes home.
That's the one we're streaming.
That's the one we'll be streaming.
Yep.
And in the afternoon, we've got Minor Premiers Marylands, who will come up against the winner of game 2, of position 2 versus 3rd, yeah.
Yep. And that's a grand final qualifier, that will be.
Final qualifier, yep. So, plenty of action still to come.
Sometimes wonder if having that round off is any bonus at all whatsoever.
Yeah, I know. It's an interesting one.
You obviously would rather be there. You get that one stage further, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
You get that free pass to
You
the
get a
extra
free pass
stage.
to the next stage, and you've got the second bite. So even if you were to lose that,
Yeah.
you've got a chance to respond again. So Captain Man holding on the second spot at the minute. Just depends how these 2 games go that we're on with. Engadine hanging into 3rd.
Gary now positive, trying to get that port. Gets an East Maitland bowl up.
Oh,
Well, that's another one in this little.
it is.
How does Ali get that jack across?
Literally, near enough just has to play up and over on the ball.
It's hard, isn't it?
It's precise weight.
And it actually, there's angles too that he really has to get to have a look at.
What about Ali Forsyth's forehand?
Underneath.
To try and sit the blue out.
Yeah. Talking top of screen, underneath those bowls on the line.
Where's that on? Because it takes him off that shot ball there.
Wow, that looks all right there, doesn't it?
It is, but they haven't looked at it yet. He's looking at that ball, but I don't know what
I'm
hand
looking
he's
more at trying to move Jack across, but yeah, obviously.
Jack, the way the angles are, the Jack's nearly going to go straight back.
You're
Which
right.
doesn't help him.
Right.
So it's either going to be precise weight, just lift Ali's previous ball up, move the Jack 6, 7, 8 inches max.
I think the bowl is the better
4 or 5.
option at this stage.
So that's what he'll play. He's got to conjure something. What hand's he going to look at on the backhand? Sit and stay type of weight.
Well,
Looks to be underneath.
he is unfortunately underneath.
Oh, we got very stiff.
And it's one shot there to East Maitland, so slight opportunity there for a count, and he just missed, but what he does is give himself a chance for the rink, and 47 ends, 16 to go, 22 shots behind on the master board. I think now is the time for him to start be thinking, okay, let's worry about our individual rink wins, try and get the 2.
Lee Stinson has just had an absolute nightmare with the master board. That's why they keep you in the office.
Well, if Lee Stinson stays on this remote control doing the main master board, Maitland will shoot up the first spot after this match. I've got no idea about this contraption.
Don't give it to us. We're the commentators.
I don't even want to look at it. Obviously great if you know how it works, but actually 54-32 on 47 ends. Lee Stinson,
He's nearly there.
you're up 16-13, mate. Oh, you've nailed it. He's got
Yeah,
it on the-
just rig 3 hasn't updated on the big board, but don't worry about that at home, folks. You can see the real score. I don't know what he's done here.
Okay, back to the action now. Daniel Hooker. What's this up? This cannot be short. No,
It is. It is.
he might be happy. He knows it.
Second member of the family to be on the live stream recently. Daniel's wife Caroline at the state championships in the open pairs, played the semi-final. I'm sure she'll be watching at home.
Finally got my first chance to check out some of the inter-region stuff on live stream.
Yeah.
I flicked it on for the very first time, and what popped up in his face was Maitland City.
Club Maitland City.
Jess Fisher was on.
Jessica, yeah, she's had a stellar year, mate. So she has.
Brilliant year, hasn't she?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Like she's one. Like she was a very, very handy junior.
Yep.
So she was, but she's one of those ones put career first.
Good on her. Yeah, fair enough.
So she took a bit of persuading, but we managed to get her to play Pennant this year. It's hard when they play midweek all the time, but she was able to. A couple of games needed. She was able to get a bit of time off work and play. Managed to get them Division 2 ladies made the semi-final. Her and Kaz won the open pairs.
Yeah.
She's in the division. Sorry, the Grade 3 open gender.
Brilliant.
And she's skipping that into region sides at the weekend too.
Yeah.
For the zone. So
Kicking
for the
goals.
So, mate, she's had a stellar year. So.
Good on her. Good on her.
I'd like to see some higher honours come our way if it's available, but we'll see that soon enough, hopefully.
I could imagine with a. Let's have a look at this. Does he get down hard enough? Edge of that. Well, that's a good result. He's opened it right back up.
At least you can see the jack. Just makes that big difference.
I guess as a player, and if you're aiming for those higher honours, all you can do is just constantly put results on the board. And
That's it, mate.
Jess Fisher, I do know, has put some very, very good results on the board this year.
She was able to carry Andrew Reese to the quarter-final of the state mixed as well, mate. So that's got to be.
Wow.
That's got to be something.
It's close to 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗡𝗏's contention.
You never know.
Karen Reese. Hey?
Karen Reese. Yeah. You seen him at the front door that day he came to visit the club here? The front desk was
Oh, he was lovely, I've got to say. He was brilliant.
The front desk was struggling to carry him.
Yeah. Spoke very positive and highly of you, DJ. He did.
You're lying now.
Let's get right down to this jack here. Little movement. Can make 3 shots here for East Maitland. Well, just did not quite give that chance. And, there's nothing for short there for East Maitland.
So you know you're just under the pump a bit just when shots you should be guaranteed to be up one, you're just falling short. Just need something to spark here, man. We're just in a bit of a lull, aren't we? It's
Well, even Warilla are in a bit of a lull now too, and it's a reflection of the scoreboard.
going through the motions, mate. They're on top. They've got the foot on the throat. They're not just keep turning the screws, really. They don't need to do anything special. It's just a case of, well, as long as we're not losing counts, we're winning this game.
They were coming into this match, needing the masterboard win to secure as well. So, they're pretty confident that they're going to make finals at this stage. Well, Mick gets up. Yes, excellent. Again, though, I hope to see a bit more weight, more movement of Jack around there, but very, very good bowl. Expect Des to be up at this. He just made it visually a bit harder for Ali, but down.
Great effort.
Great weight, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's the weight that you want.
Tell you what, he's not giving this up to the 63rd end.
He's one out of all these Griffins that's still up, isn't he?
Gladiator,
He's
mate.
just that competitor, isn't he?
He'll be carried out on the shield, Ali Forsyth, so he will. It's the only way you're getting
Well,
him off.
that's making things really hard now.
Yeah.
Can I get around that? I think you will, yeah.
He might, but only around it for a draw, not for that trail, for that bigger count.
No.
It's very, very difficult. Wouldn't be surprised if he does it, but
Just got going to go underneath, man.
It is, isn't it?
It will. There's a path there, but not enough. It's Gary looking at a plant. No, that's all he's meant. Dead draw. Nothing silly from
Nothing
Warilla.
silly. Take your medicine. One down's pretty good in the context of the match. From a Warilla point of view, that is. Let's see. Gary, see, get down here. Clear run now. Ooh, that could have been very interesting if he got around that front bowl, but he's actually disappointed too that he crashed. Well, 16-14, so pushing into that area where looking for those rink points now.
Run out of ends on the Wedlock rink. Wedlock versus Walker Davis.
Yep.
They'll start making moves on that tees rink. Ollie's holding it his own here. He's keeping them close. Could try to sneak that one up.
East Maitland, if they score 2 points here, they will go above 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗨𝗠.
Yes.
Say an 8-2 result either way here. We'll see 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗨𝗠, depending on the Raymond Terrace result.
Well,
Drop back out.
Tarrant Point, I've just dragged it back to 10 shots with 10 to play.
True.
If they were to get up there, that would almost eliminate Raymond Terrace. And then
Because Raymond Terrace, even with an 8-2 loss, they're behind 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗡 by half a point.
Exactly. I'm teaching you well.
Oh, yeah. I'm learning from the master. Jamie Mitchell now. Very, very good. Being very solid up front, providing great platform for Gary. And those coming in behind him, so.
He's been very solid, Jimmy, hasn't he?
Oh, it's been for a lot of years too.
Yeah.
Daniel Hooker, just.
There's not too many past the jack, has he?
No.
It's an uphill battle there.
We don't have to talk about it too much, we know, but at this stage of the game, you've got to be giving your bowls chances. We say it over and over and over again.
Especially with the skip you've got.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Ali Forsyth. Ooh, interesting.
Ooh, that is. He's opened that up. See Ali straight away saying, yep, you've got to be a yard through at least here.
Yeah, just got to reach.
That's right.
Pushed it out on that straighter hand, but it's through the head, but.
Exactly right. That's exactly right.
Right idea, just overplayed it.
Lee Stenson looking to change it up as well, I think, but he's just underdone his weight here.
Yeah, not much reaction from the skip.
Disappointed himself, Lee, there. Big chance for them to lock that away pretty well and make things really difficult for East Maitland. It's just an adjustment of weight. His line was really good. See what?
Correction here.
Gets it all the way in the middle.
Very good.
He has. Great bowl. It's always going to happen. Just a matter of who was going to get to it first.
Absolutely.
See on the replay. Gets it clean and through. Plenty of room there. East Maitland options though to get a count. Oh, what a reply, Lee Stenson. Probably the weight he should have needed with his first one. But
he's made the correction. He's looked palms to the sky. Where was that first time? Cracking much of a smile either. I know what's happening in the other rinks. Hard to see from up here. They're all playing the opposite direction. A few more laughs and jokes from the Warilla Gorillas as opposed to the East Maitland Griffins at the moment.
Quiet out here though, isn't it? It's probably more the weather actually. is getting cool. Been impressed. It's the first time I've really seen 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡. Do know of him.
Solid.
Yeah. Yep.
Very good on the draw.
Yeah.
Gary's played him to his strengths too. There hasn't been too many of the runners. It's just been draw. I think when he came down, he actually started in the lead position.
Yep.
As a marquee there, and then Warilla started off like a house on fire, then had a couple of little blips, made a couple of changes around on their back ends. It seems to be working for them now. Finishing very, very strong.
Two goals there by 𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗡𝗗, finishing good homes. Chance there for Ali to trail and get a count.
Just wants to slide by that short hooker ball.
Wow, this is a great bowl.
Yeah.
Got back to those two East Maitland bowls. It's brilliant.
Is there any chance of Ali really trying to make something there out of those two? I'm not really sure what Ali can really do here, other than just try and get the shot and keep a scoreboard
one
ticking
shot.
over.
Yeah, one shot, 16-15. McElroy's back within 8 now against 𝗟𝗓𝗡. Still with 6 to go there. So, slight opportunities there for 2 rink points for East Maitland. 13 ends to go, 20-shot margin. Very, very hard to fight to get that back. But
yeah. Ali on his backhand.
to get down to this. Is he going to swing hard enough now? He's trying. Seen that all night down this hand. You try and play that little bit of weight, and it just holds out, doesn't it? It's the hard pass just to have. You've got to navigate that front one first, don't you?
Yeah, Gary just hasn't sent this one.
Well, and you know what? He's made that a lot harder. Much harder.
Ollie's having a look now. See, Shannon's picked up a couple. Shannon's, there was 3 or 4 on those fingers there, I think.
Sure. Wait and see. Update on the score. Shannon's updating it on the
4. Brings him back to within 4.
Okay, 4 shots to Shannon McElroy. 20-16 now.
5 ends to go.
Oh, at least trying to push up through a hole there.
Oh.
It's one of those anomalies of our game.
Up here.
Well, I tell you, Gaz, if he
Swinging
get
away. Needs to
clean
hold.
run now.
Needs to hold. Needs
Clean
to
run,
hold.
Gaz. Gets, bad luck. Very good effort, Gary Kelly. Well, you know what? Those 2 rink points are now right back in the equation here.
Not dead yet.
Game has some anomalies. That's one of them. No cheering, no congratulating. You know that we just actually, most of us put our heads in our hats and hide and find a hole to crawl into. But it's an unnatural part of our game. That, well, it's not unnatural, but it's. Yeah. So yeah, 1 shot difference here. There's only 4 shots between 𝗟𝗓𝗡 and McElroy now. So. Definitely keep an eye on that middle ring for you as well, and it looks like it will probably finish after this one's completed.
Yep.
Situation happens where that ring's in contention of grabbing a point and affecting the ladder. We will try and swap to that rink with our cameras. See how the action goes here. Great starter there by Daniel Hooker. And Jamie again.
No response.
Just missed, but he's in a good spot. Interesting. Watching all the players now, watching that digital masterboard here at 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡. Everyone's having a good look at it.
It's very bright, isn't it, too?
It is. Oh, Daniel
dark
Hooker,
sky.
come on down. What a great opening set of bowls. Just what East Maitland have been asking for. Jamie now. Well, does he get all the way down here? Jamie Mitchell, he's close.
Very
Wow,
close.
what an effort. Great home. Nathan was happy with the line there. Muttered a couple of words to himself as it come out of his hand.
Yeah.
You would love to see that tuck of the jack himself here now, still sticking out there in the open. Opportunity for Warilla to grab it, and they trail. They'll be 3 up.
Yeah.
Stinson
Played it under.
has. I think East Maitland got to play their shot. They might have 2 there now. Has to be trailed. If they give it away, so be it. You know, but get to it before Warilla.
Yes.
At this stage, another 1 shot here. It's big.
Especially with whatever happens next door, though. It looks like 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡. She's got a bit of a...
Well,
result.
that's a
Yeah,
very,
I
very
guess
good
that.
bowl. Very good bowl. Watch this on the replay. Just gets the right edge of the jack, sits it right into that bowl. And look, the target isn't real big either.
Nope. At least giving it a chance, though.
Has
Needs to run. Needs to run.
run up to it.
No, they set it up all right.
Target hasn't changed either.
Play from Harley McDonald. Holding 2 in the next door rink. If Shannon McElroy can conjure another, even just win the end there, and Ali wins this end.
Yep.
Suddenly we're back in the game. Might see East Maitland getting up and about again.
Walker Davis has got a 2, but he still needs. He's 8 behind with 2 to play,
Yeah.
unfortunately, there. But
Yeah, he is. But I think these others are just
He
focusing
knows.
on trying to get their rink point of the night.
Hayden Bukowski's played a big bowl over there, 2 down, big runner. Got the jack and he's holding shot now.
So
So
according to tees, yeah.
interesting, mate. 13 shots now in the big board.
Yep, they're calling back.
That's an interesting
That-
factor again.
That 4 from Shannon was that circuit breaker we talked about to keep them in the game.
Look over there,
10 ends to go.
55-39. Raymond Terrace up over Tarrant Point. 56 ends, so 7 ends there. Well, this isn't over yet. No.
No, it's not.
It's really good to see East Maitland digging in and fighting
You know
here.
what? Coming back well. Des is having a run.
Big here, Des. Well, he's got
Opened it up.
He's got a bowl. He's opened it up. Jack springed forward. Love to see a replay of that to see the contact there at the front. He's
By the jack. Once you get
got
rid of
the
under the jack.
tiniest edge of the jack,
Yeah.
but with that speed, popped it right out into the open now. So good result.
Okay,
Call
well,
now.
side to side.
It's definitely. I don't even know if it's definitely 1 to East Maitland.
No, hard to tell from here. I'm not giving much away at the minute.
Is he up and in there? Well, that's definitely 1 now to Warilla. See this on the replay.
Very good.
Very good weight. Lots that could happen there with that sort of weight. Draw the jack. Could have missed that and got through the back white bowl and still flop back for shots. So
What can Ali do?
gonna sit the bowl, isn't he? Movement jack, sit the bowl. $16-15. He's not looking to play big hero shot for masterboard. Well, does he get down for the bowl? Ali Forsyth does. Well, he might have wrestled back 4 shots there, maybe.
It's game on here.
Wow. Ali Forsyth, we see that on the replay. Sits it through. Good weight. It's possible 4 shots, but still 2 bullets for Gary Kelly to come down.
Just push this out a bit.
Number pressure can do something. Can be a strange thing, can't it? Well, Ali, chance here. What does he do to make this harder for Gary to get to or to change up? Don't know if he wants to put another one in the head to fatten it up even more.
The call next door too. His Hardy thinks he's 2-9.
Well, I'm looking on the live, and
Teesy's got the last ball in the end.
Ali is definitely 2 down. His 1 shot's about.
Teesy's not short.
Foot. Well, Teesy's up and at this a bit. What's he going to get? Well, he's got the other. So that's another 2 there to East Maitland across there.
He will measure the second. Not 2, happy with 2. And suddenly
Interesting.
Shannon's only 2 behind.
This is very interesting, viewers. Don't go anywhere.
Here we go. The game's alive.
Ali Forsyth now. This is interesting.
I wonder is that deliberate?
Thinking so. So I think that Ali reckons he's got a few there. Because if he's only got the 1, I think he's trying to change that up a little bit. We look at that from the front now. Well, it stops the run right through to the jack, but probably close to secures a shot for him, whereas Gary now has to play to push out other shot bowls rather than getting...
Or dead draw.
Or go to dead draw. Exactly.
Okay, looks like they only put 1 up next door, man.
Did. Yep. Gary now.
Gary Kelly.
It's right down in here. Gary Kelly, what a shot.
He just fell down, but...
He was 4 down, though, on that head. You see
shot.
this on the replay. World class. No pressure.
Oh, yeah. Pressure's for tires, man.
Brilliant result. Look at that. 4 down on that head. Unlucky to flop out. Could have nearly held the shot before the flop down, but great result.
Big 2 ends here.
Big 2 ends, yep. Well, it's also 11 shots, 8 ends. Masterboard.
It's the last time I listened to Hardy McDonald for a head call. It was 2 down and we got 1.
So Josh Walker-Davis's rink now comes right into this game too, where he's got an opportunity to score the next 2 ends and close that masterboard.
Yep, absolutely. Tell you what, by looking next door, you've just gone back-to-back ends, got yourself within 3 shots. The lead's pulled up 4 yards short. You can't be doing that. Jimmy, pretty solid. Gary want a couple of big ends out of him here to finish this off. So he's just pulling up now.
Well, Daniel Hooker, got to be giving this a chance. If he's not drawing that jack and trailing a little bit, he misses him behind. 2 foot.
Yeah.
Nothing for short. Wants this up more. Well, it's not the only one doing it. They're all doing it. When you're chasing shots, you need to be giving them chances.
Yeah.
More chances than that. Look at this from Jamie Mitchell. That's what I talk about, giving chances.
Yeah.
Straight away, he's got position.
Shrug of the shoulders. All a day's work.
How's the run here? Doesn't get all the way up.
Just enough.
Yeah, it
You would
is.
like another foot out of it.
Bit of a wall building in front there for East Maitland. So, you see what Lee Stinson plays here. Looking at it intently. It'd be swinging underneath. Probably not the weight either.
No.
Probably a good foot and a half short. Sure he'll make the adjustment though. Lee's played well. He has this game. It's much better intention with the weight there.
It was.
Bowl.
See a correction here from Lee, no doubt.
Could be 3 or 4 there at the moment to East Maitland.
Yeah. And Lee will be positive on the forehand here. So we will.
Well, he is. He's a good area, Lee.
Wants the jack.
Oh, Lee Stenson, what a shot.
4 down to 2 up. Great shot. Great shot when your team needed it.
Well, put himself on the live stream rink for a reason, he did.
That's the rumour. That's the rumour.
He knew he was ready to perform. He's like, you know what, Andrew Lim, we're changing this draw. I'm on the live stream.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. That's what you get to do when you're head of sport. Oh, there's a bit of a chance there, miss from Mick. He's made it a bit tougher. Just asked Des to play forehand. Something pass is good. Four ends to go on the game next door. Raymond Terrace lead 58-44, so you'd think they're all but secured. 9-1 will take them to 75 points, which will jump them in 2 points ahead of Cabra into second place. Des is just turned that East Maitland ball closer. I don't think he gives too much chance to Ali though. We're just asking Mick to give us a chance.
Well, he has to, doesn't he? Yeah.
Push it out there a bit, needs to get down. Yep, get the gap maybe.
Edge, couple of edges.
Something to play to for Ali, but certainly not perfect.
It's a bit ugly there, isn't it?
All square, 2 minutes to play. He'd like to only lose one if he could.
Yeah, he's, what is he, 2 at the moment?
2 down, but benefit is, and Ali will be thinking this too, he's going to have last ball in the last game to try and get the ring up, you know, so he's going to have last say on what happens here. So I don't think he'd be too disappointed to lose a 1 here.
No, yeah. He's got the opportunity to, with the last bowl, to make a change.
Yeah, for sure.
If there's anyone in the world you want to have that bowl, it's Ali Forsyth.
What's happening next door? Teasy's looking around. Shannon's just had a run on a miss.
Yes. This is last bowl for Teasy. It looks like Warilla will probably score here.
It's definitely a tease ball up close
Just
to the
a
jack.
matter of
Anyway.
how
What's this
much,
one doing?
how many.
They're already clapping it. Nope, 2 to Warilla.
It's 2 to Warilla there, so.
Tonight, change Ali's thought process.
Well, it could too.
Forehand.
Thought process now for East Maitland is 2 rinks. 2 rinks it is.
Ali's just got to basically focus on his rink here. You can't do anything with Shannon.
Well, he gets that right
Close.
up and over. Oh, he got the edge. If he gets that flush,
Gets the flush or just
gets it neat, but
He even gets that connection, gets second shot out of it like we were talking about.
he has opened up that clear pathway all the way down to it now, though. Gary can shut this off, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him play with a positive weight for a trail. Give it a chance. Well, he's given it a chance. Or well,
There you go. Make it tougher for Ali again.
Fortunate. Probably not exactly what he was looking for, but it's turned out pretty good. There isn't that clear path right down to the jack now for Ali. Beforehand, he could have been somewhat tight and actually got a straightener off the shot bowl, but that's not on anymore. What does he look? They were looking at something on the forehand here, DJ. There's a little discussion.
Ali's forehand or your forehand?
Ali's backhand. My forehand, yes.
You're welcome. Yeah, there must be a couple of angles here. Give him a chance. Maybe using the hooker ball.
Oh, is he looking at some weight here?
Looking at the hooker ball for two of them, maybe. It's Ali's other ball as well.
He's looking at weight. Wants some sort of contact. Oh, he's got fresh air and
just sitting that hand. It's caught everybody out today.
Me too. Pretty.
Gary will want to capitalise on this.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I reckon his weight was pretty good with the last one. He just wants to get a clear road. They're watching this intently. Needs a clear road.
Well, or he gets the up and over.
He's just waiting. Yep, they've got it.
Whoa, yes, I think so.
From our angle it is, but it'll be interesting with that wide ball of 𝗥𝗩𝗡𝗧.
And you know, for Warilla, that's important because that big board comeback was on.
Looks like we're measuring all around here, mate. Mick's not giving anything away.
No bowls have been pulled out here, so...
Mick's not giving it. Well, one's out.
Okay, Jamie's already put the mat down, so...
3.
There we go. 3 shots it is to Warilla.
So Ali needs a 4.
He needs a 4 here for his rink.
Any chance. Massive ball from Lee
Josh
Stinson.
Walker-Davis needs 8 for his rink, or 7 for the half.
Yeah.
But big ask against Corey Wedlock.
Yeah, it is.
And McElroy needs 5, but still with...
Lee Stinson's having a nightmare with the scoreboard. Lucky you can play on the green, Lee. He's played an absolute cracker of a ball to give his team a great chance, and then he's messed up the scoreboard.
Lee Stinson's giving East Maitland every chance to get first spot in this competition at the moment with his scoreboard control.
Good start there from Jamie Mitchell. And the team's chasing 4. Get your first one within a couple of feet. Let's say with the next one he'll be looking something similar again, turn his own or get round past it. Daniel Hooker just wants to make sure he's reaching here. That's what you need to do. If you're chasing a shot, you got to be up.
Yeah, it's probably something that East Maitland wanted to see a lot earlier in this game. There was a lot of short ones earlier in this match that, you know.
Ronnie Darcy's just played a good one next door. He was 4 down. Through the shot, give them half a chance. They're 5 down, chasing 3 ends to go. We've got a finish there with Walker Davis and Wedlock, but I haven't got a result yet.
60-46 on their masterboard here at 𝗥𝗩𝗡𝗧. Tells me it's 1 to Walker Davis.
1 to Walker Davis, 19-13 finishing there.
Yeah.
Very observant, Jason.
It really comes down to Ali Forsyth must get 3 at least to give McElroy a chance of getting a...
He needs 4. I don't think a 1.5 does them. I think the margins there. We might look at that because we may get asked. East Maitland's margin is inferior to 𝗥𝗡𝗡𝗏's.
Okay.
So if that's the count back, a 1.5 here would put them on 68.5, which would be the same as 𝗥𝗡𝗏. So it would. I might just get Andrew Lynn in the brains trust to confirm that. But a 1.5's no good. He needs to get a 4 here to give Shannon a chance to chase down his rink as well.
Margin difference. 58 plus. 53 plus. Yeah, so, yeah, you're right. So East Maitland have an inferior
25 shot
margin, and that will only go down lower with this match.
Yeah.
So the only option they have is getting 2 rink wins minimum. That's their only option. So Ali Forsyth must get 4 here.
Yes.
Or it is a game over for East Maitland,
which is
2025.
Yeah, there's the nuts on there, I think, yeah. Drawn through Jamie.
I keep this open just in case we do get asked the question. The players will be interested. I'm sure Ali's probably thinking, doing all the calculations in his head.
Oh, he's already done the calculation. I can imagine he.
We've got a finish on the game next door, mate. 61-45 for Raymond Terrace.
Yep.
That will put them up, whether it be 10-0 or 9-1, that will put them up in the second spot. So it will.
Well, I can see one result is in favour of.
I'll check both. I've got the lives here.
No, I think you'll find it's a full 3-rink win.
I think you'll find you're right. 21-12, 19-16, 21-17. So,
why are you so surprised?
For the latter, for the latter, then that will put them up to the 76 points, 3 ahead of 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡. So, with this game still to play, still to finish out, Maryland's Magic, Raymond Terrace, 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡, 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗡, and then Warilla and East Maitland are currently in the 6th spot.
Oh,
it's a bad result.
That is a very bad result for East Maitland.
Ali, but I think it nearly makes Ali's mind up. We've got to go for the kill here.
The only thing they've got now is a kill. Yeah, so Warilla currently on 67. You said Raymond Terrace go to 76, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so Warilla now really looking at this, wanting that 10-0 to get that second spot. But either way, second and third, they're going to play each other anyway.
Well, 9-1. 9-1, we'll go close to getting them in anyway.
And
it just depends on the margin. So
but it's, as we know, it's second versus third.
Yeah.
Big chance Warilla are playing Raymond Terrace.
Yes.
No matter what position they're in.
So. That's a good one. And then we'll be covering 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡 and either 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗡 or East Maitland Griffins, depending on how this finishes. You will see, I think you'll see Gary Kelly try to put one in the eye here.
Oh, for sure. I'm actually surprised with that weight there from East Maitland. I thought for sure there was nothing but big weight coming for a kill.
Aaron Tease's on a real good look next door. He's studied.
Is he down a few shots?
No, I don't believe so. I think that's 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡. Probably holding shot. Actually, I think he's holding a couple of shots.
Well,
I think that's Harley McDonald's balls. He could be 4. He's probably just looking for Shannon's results. Shannon will be looking for the kill. I think Teasey will be looking to try and shut the kill off. From what I can see from there, that could be 1, 2, 3, 4. That could be 5 or 6 there.
Well, if that's the case,
it's anywhere from 1 to 6. It's hard to tell from here. I'm calling it 1 to 6.
And for either side.
But a ball, a ball each to come.
Well, a couple of big bowls coming up here for Ali, and I think there's nothing but big weight coming here. Kill is the only result. It's going to give Ali a chance.
You know what Teasey might be looking at? He might be the only ball not counting at the minute. He doesn't want to draw for 7 because he'll be missed the 8. He's got to try, and he doesn't want to give Shannon a chance to kill. It's very tight over there. Ali's going to try and make a movement here.
Make movements, eh?
Close. Close. Ali's got it. He's got it. Well, now.
It's 1, 2, 3.
He didn't want to kill it there.
It's 1, 2, 3.
He's seen that and he's played it. He's just moved it out there, yeah.
Stranger things have happened. There is a lot of room there for Gary Kelly, but if they're holding 4 at the moment, there's a chance for hit and sit here for Ali.
This is big.
So Ali's going to go up and have a really good look at this. Now, I think that's... Well, maybe not, because we have this other bowl at bottom right, Warilla.
Yeah, so he's got to come up and study this.
He really does. You know.
I think it's maybe just gone maybe 2 feet to a yard too far for Ali for what he wanted.
Yep. So, that Tarrant Point result. Result down the bottom now for Belrose. We'll secure them into next year's Platinum Pennant.
And you'll see Tarrant Point and Mount Lewis drop back into Grade 1. Shannon's looking for a swing. A couple of promotions. This could be a few here.
This could be a few here.
Yeah, let's turn 1 up, so it'll not be. I think it'll be the 7 we were looking at. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Well, that's a killer. It's a killer blow for East Maitland, unfortunately. And
Harley's looking for more 5.
it's a 5 there to Warilla, and that's just blown that out to 10 shots now.
Yeah.
Teasy's up.
Ollie's
2 to
good.
play. McElroy needs a 6 and a 5.
The boys
Ali
are-
needs
Ali needs a miracle. He's
4 here.
had a look. They've had the phone out. They've had a look at the ladder, I believe, to see what's going on. So they obviously know the draw's not good enough.
Yep.
Shannon's not out of it yet. 10 behind. He's still got 2 to play.
So we're going to come down to this Ali Forsyth bowl, in all honesty. If he doesn't get 4 here, it's game over.
Yes.
That's simple. 3's not good enough. As we said, a draw's not good enough. Needs 4 here. Doesn't. Shake hands and
They've all got the phones out on the green, checking the ladder. See what's going on. Ali's looking that onto that one.
and don't mind. Teams doing this and looking at this.
Part of the game, no?
Yeah, it is. And look, there's some people still scowl at these the devices being involved at times, but it's not like they're getting advice. They're merely looking at current positions on their ladder and trying to make determinations as the game goes on. Like, there's a lot of maths that go on in our game.
There is.
You know, and it can really change your shot selection. So I think it's great that the device is out there for live scoring, but also the opportunity to look at ladders and.
Here we go. I think he'd be looking for a stun run of some sort on that front ball.
Yep.
No, he's going for the kill. Going for the kill.
Well, does he get it? Does he get it?
He gets
He
it.
gets the
He
kill
gets
and gives East
not many
Maitland that
better.
little sniff.
Not many better. That was brilliant from Ali Forsyth.
Great bowl, Ali Forsyth.
Superb.
Given his
I told you this fella will need to be carried out on his shield. So he will
team
not
every
give us up.
opportunity. Next door, you know, they need.
If you can't get a lift off that, you're dead inside. Fantastic from Ali Forsyth.
Smart move there. Decided to come back down and start here. It is the last end for this rink. They want to finish back up where their bags are. But that's Shannon McElroy. Well, he has to score a minimum of 3 as well.
Yes.
Give him a chance for an 8.
Yes.
You know, he needs a minimum 3 mathematically over there.
Yep.
If he doesn't get a 3, it's also game over there. Well, not necessarily. Yeah, it is. Because we're talking about rink wins, not masterboard.
Yeah.
Scoring system is the masterboard, so that up the top there, 65-46.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth 7 points. And then our individual 3 rinks, as you look down, Kelly, Tees, Wedlock, Forsyth, McElroy, Davis. Each win there is worth 1. Any draws, cut those points in half. Share them. An overall result out of 10 points. It's been played with a couple of times, that scoring system. I think they changed it to a 7-point scoring system one year, DJ. Or they got rid of.
It was 7 for a long time, and then they went back to
one season got rid of rink
yeah,
points
went
and
back to
masterboard points. It was just merely 2 points and
2 points to win, and
2
then
points in margin.
Yep, and it blew up deluxe, and we went back, and then we brought it back with 10 points, and it's been 10 points ever since.
I think the 10-point thing seems to work, and everyone enjoys it.
Yeah, I mean, I know
Yep.
it is, and I know like some of the other league competitions in the other states use point systems, or they use just the masterboard win. Certainly shapes the table a bit different, but the 10-point system has just added to this day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
most
so
definitely.
many different things could happen.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. We're looking at the big board's gone here.
Yeah,
At
it
East
is.
Maitland still have a chance to make finals if they can get these 2 rinks up.
That's exactly right. You know, that's exactly right. Stinson just finished there and a good home in behind. Game management coming in here for Warilla. And some positional bowls, stopping that big count for East Maitland.
Yeah.
And look, for this rink in particular, you know, Gary Kelly wants to win his rink.
Lose anything.
Oh, yeah.
as well.
How was the green held?
Oh,
It
sensational, you
hasn't
know.
lost that much speed.
It hasn't. I agree with you. He's on a very good line here. All the way down to it and then behind. Great bowl, Lee Stinson.
This is why he wanted to be on the TV ring.
Yep. See this on a replay. I'm sure that'll get replayed probably another 50 times tonight back in the motel room.
Yeah.
Oh, what a reply. Great
shot.
reply
Great
there.
shot. This isn't over yet. They're fighting hard. Got to give it to them. Season on the line.
Not sure what's happening on the other rink. See Hayden play some big weight up there for East Maitland. He's close here.
Great shot, Des. Oh, just a little stand up.
Oh,
Oh, stop it. Who hit the remote control there?
Yeah.
Just looked like he was getting on the
Look
shot.
at all
But
the-
just
look at
a
all
little
the-
stand up there just to get round.
Well, very good shot, Des. And a replay.
Look at this. He's got a kill option off that. Can he see enough? Not too sure what else has really gone on. Teasy just got a hat tip from Hardy McDonald.
Here comes Mick. She's got through the Warilla bowl.
No, just got a set of angles up now for Ali.
Only needing a minimum 4 here. Next door, Shannon must get a 3 on this end or it's game over. See the shadow coming in there now. Des, not bad effort.
Well, the inside half of that was probably nearly dead wide. Hold on. That hand. Inside half of this bowl. Further up that, you'll feel it on this out.
Look at that, Ali. Still excited out there. He's
I mean, I'm telling you, he will not give this up. Shannon's still got 2 balls to make a difference over there.
Shannon's big.
He's got to look for the kill, obviously, man.
Yeah, he's obviously going for a kill over there.
He has to. From the look of that reaction, he just needed to open something up to start with. It's a pretty big target. I'm not too sure what Teasy will do here. Whether he can get to the jack to tuck it away or whether he, I don't think the blocker's on, really. It's such a big target. So he's just playing something similar to his last.
Yes, but he's ducked right in underneath, so it's not going to change the look for Shannon. But
Big ball here. Scheme of things.
Shannon going again.
He's watching it.
Yes, he's made contact, but no movement of jack. There was no kill, and well, that's 1 or 2 down for Warilla. Warilla scores there, so unfortunately, that will mean
looks like the boys don't want to finish. Nope, they're shaking hands.
they are shaking hands. They're not.
Shaking hands.
Yeah,
Game over.
East Maitland shaking hands. They know where the situation is.
So we finish this one out to make sure that we're able to get the full 10,
Well, and
which will throw them. See if we can get a refreshed table here. Raymond Terrace currently sit at second with 76. This, depending on what Ali does, will take Warilla up to 77 into second place, which means they will play Raymond Terrace tomorrow. And we will be live streaming 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗨𝗠 again against 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗡𝗃 Cougars this time.
Ali up through this. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter what Ali does here. That's East Maitland.
Just playing the game out, really. Just
Give
their game the respect it deserves.
Look, I must say it's been a big effort by East Maitland this season. You know, club that come into Platinum Pennant last season, and they don't have all the big names in the club as such. Unlike the 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗨𝗠 and the Warillas, they did do well in securing the services of Ali and Shannon. They've got some good names, Josh 𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗡𝗗, don't get me wrong. At the start of the season, I don't know if many people had them in their finals contention. So
you're right.
Mate, they've pushed all the way to the end, and they've got to be pretty happy with their season.
Yeah, something to build on.
For sure, most definitely.
A bit harsh falling at the final hurdle like this, but
it's sport, isn't it?
It's just the nature of this competition. It's just so tight.
At the start of play today, there's a big chance of the locals of the home club dropping out.
Yeah, I know. Still, they're in the knockout stages now, basically. So, see what I'm saying. Ali's giving the game the respect it deserves, because obviously 9-1, 10-0 makes a big difference to the actual ladder. So he does. So I think even a 9-1 though does Warilla. They'll still jump Raymond Terrace on margin. Currently on 92 and Raymond Terrace on 98.
Well, this bowl will be played, and I'm going to leave you with DJ to finish off. So try and get a good player interview. But, unlucky there, Ali. All right, viewers, I'll leave you with DJ to finish off as I try and grab our skippers.
Yep. Thanks, Jason. Our lead commentator there. Just as he runs to grab the two skips for a bit of a chat. We'll have a look at what's happened in the final games of the round. Started out this morning with 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗨𝗠 against Marylands, with 𝗟𝗓𝗡 getting up 57-52 after 63 ends. 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗡𝗃 78-46, all three rinks up, which put them into the top 5 and made all these games very interesting. Unfortunately for Mount Lewis, that relegated them out of Platinum for next year. Raymond Terrace secured their spot in the top 5 with a 61-45 win over Tarrant Point, condemning them to relegation. St John's Park and Belrose 77-57 to St John's Park. With the way the other results went, both teams were secure for next year anyway. Couldn't go up, couldn't go down. So it was just play the game out there. And then Carlingford finished off their season with a win over Wenty, 58-49. And then the final game here was 68-47 win for Warilla to put them into the top 5 and into second spot. So that means Maryland's Magic, your minor premiers, will not play tomorrow at 1 o'clock. They will have the round off. What it does mean then is Raymond Terrace and Warilla have taken the second and third spot, and they will play tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. And your live stream game tomorrow will be the 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗨𝗠 again up against the 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗃 Cougars. That game is an elimination game. Loser goes home. The second and third, they will get 2 bites of the cherry, with the winner moving on to face Marylands, and the loser getting another chance when they play the winner of 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗃 and 𝗥𝗢𝗃. That then gives us the Saturday morning games, where the winner of Marylands could qualify for the grand final straight away. So just waiting on both teams, just finishing off their usual team huddles at the end of the game. Jason tries to get the attention of a couple of interviews, folks. We hope you've enjoyed the commentary over the last day or so. We'll be back tomorrow again. A few people asking about who's the next to join in Platinum. That's yet to be announced. Both New South Wales have that up their sleeve at this stage. They'll be appointing 2 clubs, which will be announced in due course, to come into the competition from next year, with Mount Lewis and Tarrant Point, like we mentioned, dropping back to play Grade 1 Pennant at the state level with everyone else. So it's been a great day of action here in the Platinum Pennant for round 11. Move on to finals tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got to get the interview before that. We've got to get them.
Trying to urge some boys to have a bit of an interview here, but they're doing the usual team thing. This is a team game. So they are. A lot of chat going around from the key leaders in the team. See Gary's head moving around, Teasy's head giving a big chat. East Maitland just having a look at the conclusion of their season and plenty to build on for them for next year. Game so close. As Jason stands in the freezing cold, nobody wants to come speak to him. Do appreciate hanging around, folks, to hear what the skippers maybe have to say. But after a big competition, 11 rounds, and a very intense game tonight, it's only right that they get together as a group and have their chats. Who have we got? Jason's trying to grab Gary there. Sorry, folks, we are trying to push the players along. I think just to those who have hung around. Jason's got Gary, but East Maitland are just finishing up their team things before we can get Ali Forsyth over, hopefully, for a chat. There he comes now. We've got Gary Kelly and Ali Forsyth being interviewed by Jason Pennant for you now, folks. Handing over now.
1-2. Well, viewers, we've just seen the conclusion of a pretty good match. Unfortunately, we had to have a winner and had to have a loser. It was also a match where it saw one of the teams drop out of final series, and unfortunately tonight it was East Maitland. And from East Maitland, our skipper on our live stream rink, Ali Forsyth. Ali, overall, very, very good season for East Maitland. Obviously, securing the services of yourself and Shannon has done a world of good for this club and this squad. So, good season. Hard way to finish for you tonight. But I tell you what, you showed some fight during that match.
Yeah, look, we've pretty much just discussed the same thing. Obviously disappointing to miss out on the finals after doing a lot of hard work. But, we're not unrealistic about the fact that we've made some big strides from last year. So Shannon and I have certainly enjoyed being part of the squad. And look, there's been games this season where we've been behind and we've shown a fair bit of ticker and kept it close. But unfortunately we needed to get a couple of rinks tonight and it wasn't to be. So look, onwards and upwards. We're pretty bullish about the fact that we can improve again for next year and be dangerous. So watch your space.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously, probably during that match, masterboard was one thing, but during the match, obviously your goals changed. And the 2 rink points was what come into the equation for the side. We saw a slight shift there. There was 20-odd shot margin. All of a sudden, the masterboard come back into it as well. How were the guys feeling out there? What was the talk like amongst the squad out there? You give yourselves a good shot.
Yeah, well, look, we were just trying to keep it close and stay, I guess, a wee bit under the radar, and the fact that, like, chip away, those sorts of, when you're 20 shots behind, you're not going to, fix that, and, it's not a 5-minute fix. It's going to take 5, 10, 15 ends of hard graft, and especially against a good side like Warilla that don't give you much of a sniff at the best of times. So, we were under no illusions it wasn't going to be easy, but we just said, look, just one end at a time. If we can just string a few ends together, on each rink and across the masterboard, we might have been half a sniff. And, look, there were a couple of ends there. Shannon had a chance on his second last end for a handful and ended up dropping a handful because he's chasing that. And Speedy was the same. He was a chance for 5 on his last end. So, you get those. It's a different ball game. But ifs and ands, they don't mean a lot at the end of the day. You either get them or you don't.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, good season, Ali. It was great to see East do really well, and we look forward to seeing you all again in next season of Platinum Pennant. Thank you.
Much. Cheers.
No worries. And our winners of tonight's match, we have from Warilla, the skipper, Gary Kelly. Gary, big match for you as well. As I said, both teams, their season was on the line tonight. You guys really stepped up. Your front ends were really, really solid tonight, though, across all 3 rinks. How did you rate your front ends tonight, especially on your rink?
Look, our front end has been fantastic all season, and they showcased their quality and skill there tonight. And that was a very, very important game for both teams involved. Results didn't go the way that we would have wanted earlier in the afternoon. So it added that little bit of extra pressure. But look, we just had to stay focused on our game plan and the process. Yeah,
and also tonight's win guarantees you a top 3 spot. How important is that top 3 spot going into the finals weekend now, starting tomorrow?
Yeah, look, you don't want to overthink it too much, but it is nice to have that little bit of security and safety net in place. But obviously, momentum's huge, and we just want to continue to get good performances and succeed and just get wins and keep moving forward.
Well done. You move into a match tomorrow against 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗧. So I'd like to wish you all the best and good luck for the rest of the finals of the TAB Platinum Pennant. Thanks, Gary.
Cheers, thanks very much.
Well, there you have it, viewers. Warilla Gorillas tonight succeeded in securing a final spot, and not only that, secured the top 3 spot. They will go in and play 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗧 2nd versus 3rd in tomorrow's matches. To see all the other live matches, please tune in to our Bowls New South Wales YouTube channel from 1 p.m. tomorrow, as well as 5:30 p.m. To see all the other results, head on to BowlsLink results portal, and you can see all the results there from the action of this season. Other than that, we will see you again tomorrow on our live stream.